Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
You think darkness is your ally? Or you merely adopted the dark? I was born in it.
Because when he has been in the bright lights and enjoying his time, having fun and lapping it up, no problem, you're the big celebrity. You're in the bright lights, I've been in the dark, in the trenches, in the gym.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
People ask me, when does camp start? Camp started as soon as I bet Teofimo Lopez. As soon as I batted him and took all his belts, camp started the next day.
What a right hand from George Kambosos, and the takeover went down!
He's a good villain, though. He's a good villain.
Do you feel in charge?
Could have fought anybody, Lomachenko, Devin Haney. Unfortunately, Lomachenko's not available. Beautiful. Devin Haney, step up. Now we'll take your belt.
SDS Promotions.
But he says he'll finish his fight as a king. What's a king to an emperor?
You are now locked into the Boxing Voice live from Las Vegas with Nesta Gibbs and Ringwalk Danny.
Let's start with this. I'm a creative genius.
SDS.
And now, the most dangerous producer on YouTube, Brandon in Houston.
SDS Promotions.
You're now locked into the king of all boxing podcasts, The Boxing Voice. Jab that like button.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
What is it? Is it that they don't like the Charlos? You like the Charlos?
The unified WBA, WBC, and IBF 154-pound champion of the world.
I'm happy, not angry, I'm passionate.
The WBC middleweight champion of the world.
No, I think you're a great fighter. And
I know that already.
They say, oh, the Charlos ain't fought nobody. Duh, because they don't want to fight us. Fighters, come on, step up, we with that shit. Come on, let's pop it. Like I said, I went to the top already. I seen the bottom before. At the top, I seen the bottom. I went back down to the bottom and shot back the fuck back up. Now what they mad at me for? It's not like old school boxing, where the best fight the best no more. It's about politics. It's about who you know, who you are, if you got a crowd behind you. Sit your ass in your weight division and see if you can beat one of them. Cause fucking with me, you gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm a knockout artist, baby. If we stand by lines only, just like we made this up, we gonna ride with it. We gonna ride with it till the day we die.
Jamal Charlo.
SDS Promotions.
Shut the fuck up, you
yeah?
little prick.
Yeah?
Yeah, prick. Come on, get him out of here.
Okay, you're getting out of
Yeah,
here.
move him out of here.
SDS Promotions.
Seriously, and fucking fighting's the game. His heart's rattling now. His balls have sunk up inside of him. There's a man here that's going to annihilate you, Dosser.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
The heavyweight champion of the world, the greatest fighter that's ever lived, ever laced a pair of boxing gloves on, ever stood in a boxing arena.
Me, the Gypsy King.
Fury under the hands of Sugar Hill is just a different beast. He's a different monster.
Joshua's a coward. Usyk's a pussy, and Dylan White don't want to fight. So if you can prove me wrong, get to fucking fighting. These are all coward bum dossers. I'll annihilate the lot of yous and destroy yous. Submit yous. Tap you bitches out.
Fury's just just too intelligent. When he has to box, he boxes. When he's got a triple jab, he triple jabs.
If he holds a handful of stones and throws them at me, he may have a chance of landing something.
Chicken! Chicken! Joshua! Where are you? Where are you, AJ? AJ!
Dylan White's a bitch. And when I see you, you've got to fight me anyway.
Taking supernatural strength. Fury throwing it up.
SDS Promotions.
I'm going to smash your face in too. There's not one thing you can do about it.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Buenos dias, good morning, what up? Hopefully you guys are feeling just as good as I am. Shout out to Hardin for keeping me in la nube. That being said, we're here to discuss Anthony Joshua and the fact that he is learning new tricks from Errol Spence Jr., says new trainer Derrick James. So what we did is we started off the morning right with a nice little poll to see what it is you guys, this is insane. Let me refresh my page, because why is there only one option on my poll? Let me see if it was a Chrome glitch. But if you're just joining us, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button, as it's going to help with the visibility of the show. It's going to put this episode in the eyes of other boxing fans that may want to give their opinion. And if you want to voice that opinion, the number to call, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time, and that will indicate to me that you're ready to rock and roll. We're also on Twitter Spaces and live on Discord as well for anyone that wants to call in using the Discord app or the Twitter app, keeping your cell phone bill nice and low. So yeah, I got a poll going, and can Derrick James make Anthony Joshua 3-time heavyweight champion? Your options are: yes, with Derrick, he can become 3-time. That's 46% of the voting public believes Derrick James is the answer. Then, no, AJ done. Doesn't matter. The trainer, 25% believe that so far. 27% say, I need to see Franklin fight first. Meaning they want to see at least one fight with Derrick James to know whether or not Derrick is the man that can take AJ to be a 3-time champion. And then 2% believe Derrick James is an overrated trainer. Now, on these polls, you might be missing one or two words, and that's because the character limitations of the polls here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, where I hope you have already subscribed. Even if you've been listening, you're like, yo, I listen every day, I don't need to subscribe. Bruh, I need those numbers. Numbers are power. Power is respect. Respect means the big interviews. Like, look, we could have had Derrick if we was boss, if we had them numbers, but we ain't got them numbers because you ain't subscribed. You ain't share my shit. So go ahead and share my shit, man. Grab your phone, subscribe, click the notification bell, and give us the power necessary to get these big name guests, man. We need a Steven Espinoza sit down, man. We want some answers. Do we or do we not? But moving on. According to Derrick, and shout out to Akin Barak from the DAZN Boxing Show, who did have Derrick James on their episode and asked all these great questions that, we get to discuss here on TBV. So they did ask him if AJ had been communicating, getting along with, and soaking anything in from Errol. And obviously that's where the quote comes that he is learning from Errol. He's watching Errol hit the bag. He's asking questions. They went as far as saying that Frank Martin is even there, and Derrick believes he's going to have 4 champions out of that gym. Martin and AJ will become champion again. And obviously, he has Earl and Jermell Charlo both unified and undisputed. So it was a good interview. You can check it out in its entirety on the DAZN YouTube channel. And they have it. It's only 18 minutes long. So once again, shout out to Ak and Barack doing their thing. And I want to say it's around this timestamp.
Watching, you know, so it's like.
Okay, and like always, that ain't gonna work. Ain't that a bitch? Let me see if it will work here. All right, bear with me as I'm opening it up in Chrome now. So let's fast forward. Oh man, it ain't working. All right. Well, luckily I do got the quotes, man. Shout out to Boxing News 24 that at least transcribed it. I was trying to give you audio, but I'm getting a major glitch right now, so we're just gonna power through it. He says, Derrick James does. Let me see, and I quote, "They're good, they talk." And this was obviously when he was asked about Earl and AJ and their interactions in the gym. He says Earl asks him a couple of questions. When Earl's hitting the bag, working out, AJ is watching him. It's like a mutual respect. That's what most guys need to get to the next level or to get that thing back that they had before. Even with Earl, he sees him doing some things and they both work off each other. What isn't here is obviously they both got to watch each other spar. That was said in the video. But like I said, you can check it out on the DAZN YouTube channel. And, you know, make sure you hit that like because Ak and Barack did their thing. Obviously getting Derrick James and, you know, getting us those answers. But it seems to be that our audience truly believes that Derrick is the answer. Now he's at a 49%. But I do like that at least 26% of you want to see the Franklin fight first. You know, I'm with you. I think I got to see how they look together before I can say, yeah, Derrick will get it done based off of his past achievements. I think that, you know, every individual is just that, an individual. So these guys they got to get together. They got to mesh and see how that works out. Obviously, Derrick is qualified. So that's why we got 49%. Believing that he can get it done. He definitely did a great job with Jermell, right? I mean, Jermell used to be with Ronnie, and before Ronnie with his father. He always had a great jab. Jermell was actually considered a boxer when he was with Ronnie. And, you know, I mean, he beat Gabe Rosado like 10 years ago. That's how long ago, you know, he was with Shelly Finkel, Jermell Charlo was. He had the better resume back then, you know, because he was with Golden Boy. So getting with Derrick James made him more of a puncher. I don't want to say that he sat down on his punches or anything like that because I really don't know what it was because I still see that he boxes, you know. And now in these later years, he did add Joan Guzman, the Dominican, and we see him there a lot. But I mean, Jamel in 2015, he knocked out Josine Alcine, who was the first guy, I believe, to knock out. Upset win for sure, but he got it over Lemieux. Before that, he had already beaten Vanez Matarosian, who, right now, if you don't know boxing or you came in at the tail end, you're like, oh, Vanez. But when Vanez was undefeated, he was a declared amateur. He fought everyone in the amateurs. There's an argument that, top ranking Bob Arum kept him away. Or rather, no, Golden Boy kept him away from Canelo because he was with Arum, I believe. But he was like 30-0, Vanez, and couldn't get that Canelo shot, being like the mandatory or the WBC something. The whole Dylan White story, But, I mean, he beat Gabe Rosado, 10-round decision in 2014. Demetrius Hopkins in 2013. So, again, it is very impressive what Derrick James was able to do with Jermell, because while he always had the skills, and I was proving that with his resume to show you, he turned him into a puncher, Definitely turned him into a puncher. And a confident fighter. Very, very confident fighter. And because of that, I guess a lot of us are believing that Derrick James can do the same with AJ, because I think that's what most of us feel he's lacking, is a little bit of confidence. If he can get back to the AJ of old, where he's dropping guys, stopping guys. And I believe he'll get better over there just based off the work, His tank. He's going to see what type of work Earl and Frank are putting in. You can't throw 1,000 punches around like Frank and Earl without being super conditioned. And, that was another knock on AJ, right? That he lacked conditioning. That he was a 6-round fighter. We heard all these things. So, when you are the captain of the ship, you're navigating it. But he's not the captain of this ship. And that's why Robert Garcia felt it was important for him to get away from his comfort zone. And because of that, again, I wish I had the audio, but I mean, it makes it better for you to just go ahead and check it out in its entirety. But he walked in on Errol Spence. What you think that was like? And I've seen Errol spar, man. It's intense. He's a vicious body puncher, and he attacks that body, thoroughly. So, I'm sure, and vice versa, Derrick made it clear that Earl watched AJ spar already. But I'm sure he was on the outside probably giving some instructions, trying to get that killer out of him. Because that's how these gyms are, man, especially here in Vegas. This shit is a war. You better be prepared mentally for the outside to factor in. People cheering, talking slick. I mean, Godfather Church might be there trying to get you out your head, So it's crazy here in Vegas. Whether you in Mayweather's, Top Rank, Bones, it don't matter. They go down. They go down. But I'm opening up these lines. Looks like I got Jay. What up? Looks like we got a guest in a couple minutes too. Jay, you gotta unmute your mic. We're gonna be having Tank Davis's latest sparring partner Elijah Flores on in about 6-7 minutes. Jay, you there?
Yo, Nash, you hear me?
Perfect.
Yo, bro.
What's
So
good?
look, I just want to tap in on the topic, as far as AJ and Derrick James changing him and everything like that. I think it's more of a punch resistance thing with AJ more than anything. You get me? Maybe he can bring out the dog in him, but I don't know that punch resistance. Like Errol Spence, he can take a punch. So can Jamel Charlo. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't know what his punch resistance is like. He seemed like every time he take a clean shot, he's wobbled. You know what I mean?
Nah, you're
As far
right.
as AJ,
You're right. But I mean, we also heard that he was never really getting that dog sparring. So it's like if you're not getting prepared for that, and then if Joey DeVaco is dazing you in sparring and you kicking him out of camp,
right?
You ain't getting prepared for that. But again, he's not the captain of the ship no more. He can't pick and choose his spawn. He can't pick and choose his spawn partners no more. And I'm not saying Derrick going let him get beat on till he knocked out. But I'm sure they
but he gotta toughen him up.
Yeah, I'm sure they gonna prepare him for the situation. Listen, man. A lot of that is confidence, bro. A lot of that is confidence.
Yeah.
You gotta believe, man. That's why Wilder was so dangerous.
I think after that Andy Ruiz fight, he lost his confidence right there in that fight. He thought he was invincible until that fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But look, real quick, I seen the thumbnail about Border Wars canceled. Is that true? Say it ain't so.
It is, bro. It is. USA Boxing shut us down. I did a whole episode, so you could just get all the details.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check that out.
But it's a good thing, man. Yeah, it's a good thing because it's pushing us in the right direction. They shut the event down, but they did not close the door. And I just got to convert Border Wars to USA Boxing. I got a meeting today at 10 a.m. So, yeah, man, it's just pushing us in the right direction.
All right, that's what's up. Yo, just shout out to you. Shout out to the podcast, and keep doing your thing, boss.
Appreciate you, champ. Thanks for calling in and participating. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe as I'm trying to get to 165,000. We almost there. We need about 300 more. We are at 164,714. Let me see who I got on Twitter looking like. Twigs, what up?
Hello.
What's up, champ?
Can you hear me, Ness?
Yes, sir.
Hey, how's it going, Ness? Shout out to the Boxing Voice. How's it going today?
Can't complain, man. Another day, another podcast. Happy to be talking boxing.
Aye, that's what's up. I just to get my 2 cents on the topic of whether or not Derrick James can make AJ a champion again. I feel like it's possible. I mean, it's more dependent on the opponent than it is AJ. I don't think AJ is going to be beating Usyk, even with Derrick James' help. And it's a tough fight against Fury, but I think that Fury fight is more. I think the Fury fight would actually be more easier for AJ than Usyk.
That's interesting. I don't know, man. Fury, after watching Fury for all these years, he's a tough fight for anybody, man. He did what he did to Wilder. He did that to Chisora years ago, and I just never noticed. But he leaned on Chisora and he roughed him up years ago in their first fight.
Yeah, for sure. But I think with Derrick James in your corner, there's a lot more room there for a game plan. Not so much adding more, but yeah, adding more tools to your toolkit.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Advanced techniques to be able to strategize for someone like Fury, because what Fury used against Wilder is he has a lot of ring IQ, man. He
Yeah,
doesn't get enough
I don't know about that though.
credit.
See that's where I'm jumping off the boat. Like I think they gonna need a couple fights together, maybe 3, before he could have AJ ready for a Fury, bruh. I don't know.
I agree. I don't think you could just rush into a fight like that. Fury's a bad man.
And
He's a bad
the thing
man.
is that Fury knows all the tricks. He knows how to box. He
He
knows how to
does.
fight. He knows how to fight dirty, bruh. He knows all the tricks. He knows all the
Yeah, for
tricks. That
sure, man.
motherfucker is different.
He does what he has to do to win.
Yeah, man, he's
Does what he has
different.
to do
He's
to win.
different. I want to see him
Yeah, for
and
sure. So I
Joyce,
just
man.
want to. Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm really fond of Joyce, honestly, and I don't want to be that guy, but I actually got Joyce walking him down because Joyce is going to walk you down and invest to that body, and I think that's going to get eventually tiresome for Fury.
Yeah, I can't wait for this Joyce Zhang fight because I know that he's the favorite. And look, he's done capoeira, so we gotta assume that he's gonna be the more agile fighter. But Zhang could fucking bang. And
Yeah, for
Joe
sure.
Joyce be there to get hit. So I want to see what the fuck is gonna happen. That's another good fight.
Well, I thought Zayn beat Herkovich, to be honest.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
That was a good fight. I ain't gonna say he beat him. I was definitely rooting for him. He just gotta
he
do
didn't close
more.
the show.
He gotta do more. He
He
gotta do
didn't
more, man.
close.
That's how you
Yeah,
don't get robbed is by doing more.
especially after that 6th round, you gotta still be there, man. And he kind of just faded away to where it was a one-man show
Bro, he's
after that 6th
39.
round.
He's 39. He's getting all these opportunities late, and he's not like, yeah, he's 39 and he's Chinese, bro. It ain't the same.
That's fair. I mean, Joyce is like 37, right?
Yeah, but still, he's 37. Floyd was 36 when he fought Pacquiao, no? Or Canelo, one of them.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was 36 when he fought one of them great motherfuckers. So it's different, man. 40 is
When he
different.
fought Canelo, I believe, yeah.
40's different.
Yeah, you're right. Well, that's all I had to say, Ness, man. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, champ.
I'm
Thanks
gonna
for
stay
calling
tuned
in,
in,
man. Thanks for calling in. If you want to join us, go ahead and request to speak on Twitter Spaces. We got our landline open, 1425-569-5241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. I'm going out to Big Gucci Nick on Discord. What up?
What up?
What up, champ? How do you do?
Huh? Everybody smash that like and subscribe, man. Best podcast on the planet. Yo, where Danny at, man? He never here when I call, man. Where Ringwalk at?
Yo, he's en route. He's en route, bro.
He always en route, man.
Yeah,
Shout out.
I know. That's why I just started going live myself. Just like, fuck it. When he get here, he get here.
Got you. Yeah, man. I think Joshua. I think he's gonna pick up some new tricks from Derrick James, man. Derrick James is a smart dude. I don't think if AJ can't learn any new tricks in the book, man, I feel like Derrick James could still, put out a fire game plan in there, man. And Derrick James give really, really good instructions from round to round, man. So he could definitely have AJ make adjustments and follow a certain game plan to win a fight, even if, AJ isn't able to pick up new tricks, you know what I mean? I think it's still a great move, and I think he's still I think that difference in trainers gonna show still, even if he doesn't learn anything new. You know what I mean? Just by Derrick James having that solid game plan, having that championship mindset after every round on what to do. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's a great move, man. I love to hear it. I definitely want to see what kind of difference Derrick James is gonna make in AJ's next fight. Cause that ain't an easy fight, man. Jermaine, he ain't an easy fighter to beat. I feel like when fighters like those are presented these big opportunities, man, they show out, man. They show out. So AJ, he better be careful, man. He better get up for this one for sure. But yeah, Nash, that's my call, man. Keep up the great work.
All right. Yeah, man. I mean, look, if Derek gonna do something, he gotta improve AJ's output and confidence, man. That's the first two things he need to improve for a Jermaine Franklin fight. Cause Franklin, he gonna be on him. He gonna be working. Franklin be on you. Uh, he ain't the best, but he be on you. I mean, what up? Newark, New Jersey, home of Shakur Stevenson. What up?
Hey, what's good, family? TBV, top of the morning. I got an interesting take on Joshua and learning the whole new tricks thing, right? I think it was a bad decision from day one to fuck with Robert Garcia, but maybe he kind of needed that fire first and then go back to rebuild on the skill shit. He came out, and this was one of the press conferences, AJ that is, and he said, yo, the money is what motivates me. I'm a businessman. I do all of this so that way I never have to go back to Tottenham, North London, right? And sometimes when people hear fighters say that, they like, oh, nah, see, he ain't even taking the fight seriously. But AJ, if you know him, he's such a businessman. He understands what makes the money for him, and then it's boxing. So, again, I don't like the Robert Garcia move, but I think his mind is to the point to where he can really, really become a student again. And I think them boys down in Texas, man, they're going to show him something that not just about the skill shit, but the real shit and the will shit is digging deep. And not to say AJ hasn't dug deep. He ain't had to dig deep in a long time, man. And so they're going to take him through the waters, man. I hope it works out for him. Now, again, he's such a businessman. Say none of this pans out for him. It's going to be like, you know what? This was it. He fooled us.
Nah,
He fooled us,
I
Jerry.
think you're right. It's the same thing I said about Andy going to the Canelo camp, and we seen that he did train better. He did train harder. He took it seriously. Whether it showed up or not in that Areola fight, because people gonna say it didn't because he got dropped, but like physically he changed his body. You know, he was giving it more once he got in that gym because he seen like, damn, these dudes got money like me and they train like this, and that's what he about to see over there. Like, he gonna see like, oh shit, rich fighters also train hard? I thought that was just when you was coming up.
Yeah.
He about to wake up. I mean, I'm sure he already did. Like they say, he's already watched Earl spar and Earl watched him spar. I think that right there is an eye opener. You know, I've seen Earl spar numerous people. So like, I couldn't imagine as a fighter seeking answers what that would be for me. You know, so.
You know one thing too about AJ before I go, man. AJ is okay with making himself, now mentally he's done it. He's okay with making himself the opponent. And that's a great asset, no matter whether it's boxing or life. He's okay with coming in as the underdog or to be slept on. The real key is how he handles it if he's not as successful this joint out. But I'm rooting for him, man, because he makes the right moves. He's a chess player in real life, man. I just hope the king don't get knocked off the board because he is the official money man of the heavyweight division, the landlord. I'm out.
All right. Let me get to Mad Bent 100. Kansas City, what up? Unmute, champ.
Hey, good morning, morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Like Amin was saying, I think the AJ move is good. I hope for his sake that the Dominican trainer is in the one that trains Charlo, Lil Charlo,
Yep.
Jamel
Joan Guzman.
is in there because he made a big difference in Jamel's
You said for his
defensive.
sake, you hope he isn't there or is there?
that he
Okay,
is
okay.
present, working with AJ as well, because he made a big difference in Jamel's defensive, well, his boxing approach. Because for a while there, Jamel was a come forward type fighter, and he could have been outboxed, but in the Castano fights, he showed some movement, you know, head movement, defensive skill, counter punching, and he credited to Joanne Guzman, who was a great fighter. He just didn't pan out because of his weight issues, discipline. But it seems like he's gonna pan out to be a great trainer. Like it means that I think AJ is very smart. He don't mind like in the second Andy fight, he boxed on the back foot and won the fight. Me myself as a fan, I was like, boo. But he won the fight. So he was smart. He played chess. Hopefully he go into this fight with Franklin and win. But I'm rooting for Franklin as well because I like a guy coming up to be a player in the division. Yeah. And we're looking forward to Tank knocking out Ryan. I just have to put that in there because that's my favorite fighter. Tank putting Ryan to sleep and we put this bullshit to bed for now, for that TikTok Ryan. Put him out there and see if he could do his real job at making TikToks. That's my call.
All right, Matt Bent, thanks for calling in. We going out to Matrix Boxing. What up?
Yo, Ness, can you hear me?
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm gonna be quick today, man. But I think that this move to go over there and train with Derrick is a good move for AJ, bro. I think AJ got all the tools, but I think his career just haven't came together the right way in like the past 5 fights. But I like all Derrick James fighters. They all can fight going forward, backwards. They all got decent defense, and obviously they all coming with the knockout. So I think AJ implementing this in his game is gonna do nothing but better his career.
Could he make him 3-time
I
heavyweight
think so,
champion?
bro. I think so. I mean, AJ got all the tools to be a heavyweight champion. I don't know what was going on with him to make him lose those fights, but I mean, yeah, I think he can beat any heavyweight out there right now. Honestly, if he bring that Anthony Joshua that we used to know, or a better version of the Anthony Joshua we used to know.
What sort of performance you expecting in this?
Franklin fight.
Yes.
I mean, I think AJ is just gonna outbox him. I think he's gonna go 12 rounds. I would love to see him finish him. But I think that AJ just want to go out there and secure a win. I think he's gonna go out there and not do too much. I think he's just gonna be safe and just outbox him. I think he's just gonna beat him by a unanimous decision. But I would love to see him knock him out, though. I would love that. I would love that for his confidence.
All right. All right. Well, thanks for calling in,
Appreciate you, man.
Matrix Boxing.
Appreciate it, champ.
Yeah, man. I think that's what I want to see from Derrick is add some stamina and output. If he could do that, we'll get a good AJ. You know, because he even when he was at his prime, they still called him a 6 round fighter. They try to say he gassed. And that's why he started losing weight, and they called him bodybuilder and all that, the muscles. And then that got into his head. You know what I mean? But it's like I said about Andy. Being in that camp, seeing how Frank and Jamel, and Jamal gonna roll around there once in a while, and Earl train, he gonna be like, oh wow. Oh, you dude's rich and you still training like this? And he gonna turn it up just like Andy did. Andy is the proof. Nobody believed, and I know that performance wasn't the best, but we can't deny that this is the best version of Andy we've ever seen. Like whether that version only exists on TikTok and Instagram, he looking good in training.
Yeah, no, he looking sharp.
He looking good in training, man.
He is looking sharp.
But what up, champ?
What up, man? Buenos dias. Good morning.
What you make of this? Did you watch this episode from Akim Barak? Probably not.
I did not know.
Yeah, I mean, Anthony Joshua is learning new tricks from Errol Spence, says Derrick James. He did an interview with Akim Barak, obviously, on the DAZN Boxing Show. Shout out to my guys. We were supposed to get the sparring partner of Tank on, too. What's going on, Brandon? I seen y'all communicating. What happened?
Brandon bullshit. Let us know. Let us know.
Look like we gonna get some news.
Some news.
Yep.
What type of news?
Okay, here goes Elijah. Elijah, what's up, brother?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Oh, we're good, man. So, let me see here. Is Elijah Flores?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is that, a Panamanian
Thank you for
flag?
having me.
What is that flag emoji you have on your Instagram? Is that
Oh, the
Panamanian?
Panamanian flag.
Oh, Panamanian flag, okay. You're
Yeah,
born here or in
that is-
Panama?
Nah, I was born here. My pops was born in Panama, and I'm half Puerto Rican too. So,
Okay.
we represent both sides.
If you could just speak up a little bit so that everybody can hear you, but do you have some light over there? Maybe we can see you too,
Yeah, 'cause it's
champ.
like a little dark, right? Hold on.
Yeah, it is a little dark.
Yeah.
Just a tad. It's
Un
morning time.
poquito,
Yeah,
un
it is
poquito.
morning time, though.
But for those that don't know who we're joined with, this is Elijah Flores. He is the sparring partner or sparred Gervonta Tank Davis the other day when there were claims that Tank had bad ankles. Tank showed up at this young man's gym and got it in. And
Yeah,
obviously he
man.
made the round. So, Elijah, tell us about your experience.
Man, it was even supposed to happen. Like I got to that gym at like Brick House. Shout out to Brick House. I got there at like 9 in the morning. Supposed to spot somebody else, and as I'm getting ready, the owner of Brick House and another coach, a good friend of mine, Joey, he came and was like, "You want to spot Tank?" And he telling me all the times like he flying in 6:30, but I'm there at 9 in the morning, so I'm like, damn, like I can't miss this. So I gave the guy 3 rounds. So the dude I was originally sparring, and then I waited like 6, 7 hours and sparred Tank 6 rounds. So it was just the experience was just crazy. It
Damn,
was just,
6-7 hours.
Like, you waited
yeah,
at the gym or you went? Nah, you went home, right?
Nah, he waited
nah,
at
nah,
the gym.
'cause I travel 2 hours. I go all the way. I live in the IE, so I go two hours to LA to spar because that's where all the good work is at. So yeah, yeah. So
Tell him,
it
bro.
was
And
worth
it
it
was
though.
worth it, right? Right or
It was
wrong?
worth it. Yeah,
Look at
yeah.
all the
It was worth it.
publicity you getting, right?
Yeah, facts. I mean, my name, like, this definitely opened more, like, open probably people starting to know who I am. But, I've been sparring a lot of top guys and, um, things like that. So, but this definitely was like, okay, like, all right, like, you know, so
So
it was a great experience.
the nickname is Two Tech,
Yeah, two tech. Yep.
like Tex the guns.
Nah, like technical, like, so it's like,
Okay. Oh, too
like two tech.
technical. Okay. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, bro. What?
Yeah.
Doesn't Tank say ain't no Glock on his safety?
Yeah,
Why
I
he
mean-
can't have two techs? Fall back. This guy always picking on me, man.
Yeah.
Bro, so how old are you? Let everybody know.
Just turned 19 last week.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you're a professional?
Professional, yeah, 4-0. Yeah.
2 knockouts, right?
2 knockouts, yeah, man, yeah.
So
Now you've been fighting down there in Orlando on the Caribe Royale. Are you with Pro Box?
Nah.
Nah. That's down there in Tampa. I'm with Box Lab.
Okay, I
the-
know Box
Lab.
Lab.
Box Lab. Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Box Lab.
Isn't Ofacio Falcon with them?
Nah, that's my boy. We he was with them and stuff, but he kind of just made his own way, and I
For
guess he's with
sure.
somebody else now. So
Okay, but they keeping you busy.
yeah, they keep me busy over there. So even though I'm from New York and I want to get a fight out here in Cali because that's where I'm at now, and a lot of people know me. So, but that's where as long as we stay active, I can't complain. That's it.
For
Yeah,
sure.
can't complain, man.
Now, how many rounds you and Tank end up going that night?
We did six, yeah, solid 6 rounds. Yeah, did a good six.
And I
We was
seen
put
obviously he was giving you some advice. What did he have to say?
none crazy. He was just telling me like, cause that's Tank. Like the way he walked, people down. Like I was just boxing him, and I was boxing good, but he was like, you got to sit down on your punches more. Like if you gonna go out, then you feel me, like go out and do that. But if you're gonna sit down on your punches, make sure you sitting down, you turn your shots, da da da. I was like, man, I appreciate that because it's true. Not a lot of, especially at his level, he's like a superstar. A lot of fighters these days, they feel like they egos too much. They're not gonna tell you advice. They're not gonna try to, you know what I'm saying? So that was love from him. He's definitely a humble, cool individual. So yeah,
So you
that
can
was good.
attest that his ankles is fine then.
Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't even know about that. Like I'm seeing after the fact that he's in a wheelchair. So I'm like, oh shoot, like that's crazy. And it's crazy too, like he's locked in. Like he came straight from a plane to the gym and he didn't have no mouthpiece, no head. He was using somebody else. He was like, I ain't want to miss a day. So I'm like, oh yeah, he's locked in and just come straight from a plane, no mouthpiece, nothing. You using tissue and he's
He
locked
used
in.
tissue?
Yeah, I think he used some tissue, he just wet it or something like that. And yeah, he
Tank
wasn't playing.
crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yo, yo,
Shit
damn
out of
that. I
crazy.
mean, I get it. Not all gyms have hot water either. You can't just boil a
Yeah,
mouthpiece.
you supposed to had a
Yeah,
team
facts.
carrying about 10 of them things for you.
Shit,
Yeah.
locked in for sure. So what's cooking for you, champ? Cause you're buzzing now. They got to get you a fight.
Yeah, man. I fight I'm actually fighting on TV, CBS Sports next weekend, so we
What?
right around the corner. Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
nice.
Good little opportunity right there to showcase my skills and stuff. So
CBS Sports. Whose card is that?
um Nesta Bravo?
I've heard the name. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's some Puerto Rican cat though, cool friend of mine too. He's fighting main event. Um there was some other dude I think nah he was supposed to be the main event, yes. So yeah, Nesta Bravo, yep. Yeah, that's the main card right there. Yeah.
Now, you just turned pro a little over a year ago. Been active.
Yeah.
About to get your fifth fight now. Is that just what you looking for this year? Activity? You already fighting six rounders.
Yeah. Well, my last fight was it was a tough fight. What's it called? I wasn't even supposed to take a 6 rounder. So it was like when after I did that, I was like, you know what? Like I'm gonna just keep going six. So yeah, we just trying to stay active,
What's
and
your
now we doing
amateur
six. And
background?
amateur, man, last time I fought amateur was like I only had 11 fights, and I was like 12 years old. So that the amateur background ain't really, it's just the sparring, like the sparring of me, just sparring top guys, quality work. That's what really got me like the experience, like. So I just, just try to spar the best. That's it. Mm.
So
Now,
so if you don't have the amateur background, why rush? Why not get as many four rounders as you can and equally with the sixes?
Um, to be honest, I kind of went pro quick because like like I'm from the Bronx, so like the way I was heading, like it was just downhill. Like I dropped out freshman year, like a month into school. Like I was just partying, doing drugs, just losing myself. And boxing always been my like my goals and my dreams. So it was like when my mom was in New York, that's where I was living with. And I came back to Cali with my pops to really like, you know what, this is, I don't got nothing else. So I just kind of came back when I was 16 over here, started working, went to Florida for like almost a whole year and just sparring Olympians and just getting to top work, me getting beat up every sparring over there, sparring straight pros. Like I wasn't even sparring amateurs, just straight pros once I came back, and ever since, like I just my IQ just everything just went up from there, and I was like, you know what, like me and my pops talked about it. I think I was ready, and we just made that, turn pro in PVC in the Prudential Center. So we just ain't look back.
So, are you living in New York or you moved to Florida?
No, he in Cali, bro.
Nah, I'm in
Oh,
Cali. Nah, yeah, I'm from New York though. Moved to Cali and did it. And when I first came back, I was doing like camps in Florida.
okay. Because I see most of your fights are in Florida.
Yeah, yeah. Most of my fights in Florida. Yeah, facts. Yeah.
And this is actually Box Lab's fight. I know I'm out. This
Yep.
is they just got TV deal. They got network for this. They got CBS. That's great exposure for you, man. Congrats.
Yeah, that's what.
It's funny because Castle Hill is saying I know this guy named Castle Hill Gill. He's saying that y'all like family and that he been trying to
Uh,
get you on this show for a year, but I didn't. He got my number, but he's using it now. He said from Riverside.
uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. Facts. Gil, what up? What up? Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's
That's
listening
what's
to
up
the
right
show,
there.
so that's crazy. Small
Yeah, that's
world,
small
man.
world.
Small
Small
world.
world. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's crazy.
See, he's saying you was in Florida with Josue Vargas.
Yeah, yeah. Facts. Yeah. That's my cousin too. So I was
No, I
staying out
mean
there for like,
Word?
he had just said
yeah,
it 30 seconds
Oh
prior.
wow.
You
So
know,
Josue's your cousin.
listening this kid.
yeah, yeah.
Nice,
Family right there.
nice.
Yeah. So
Yeah, man, we know Josue
Yo,
well.
so weren't you sparring Zapata?
yeah, I supposed to pay the two. Yep. Yeah.
Yo,
That's
was
when I
that
was in
before or
two.
after they fought?
Nah, this was for no, this was after. This was after. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it was kind of crazy, but
Was you getting him ready
business,
for the
business.
Regis fight or what? Or
Nah, he was getting ready for the I think he fought because this was last year February, so I think he fought some other dude. I ain't really I don't know who he was, or I don't even know if he fought, but he was in the gym and stuff.
okay, okay. How
Yeah,
was that experience though? Obviously, he's came up short on the big stage, but I still
yeah.
think he's one of the top 140 pounders in the world.
Oh yeah, for sure. I agree too, cause it was great work. Like that guy's power is real. His timing, the way he's just so composed, yeah, he's a dog. He's tough. Yeah, he a great fighter, and that went good though too. So yeah, man, just trying to get the best work. That's it.
Now,
Just great work.
being from New York, having got work in Florida, and now being in Cali, what would you say is the difference? Because I mean, I feel like those are the three. In Texas too is a boxing spot, but that's three of the boxing spots right there. So how would you
Hmm.
compare the difference from the type of work you was getting in New York to the type of work you get in Florida to the type of work you now get in Cali?
Nah, yeah, that's a good question. New York got them slick boxes. You know, um, Florida also got them slick boxes. You gonna find some awkward dudes, and then Cali just got it all. Like you got the pressure fighter, you got the awkward, you got the boxes. It's all different. Especially in what you looking for. But to be honest, like Cali is what really just got it all for me, in my opinion. Like the boxing world is just huge over here, so definitely Cali. Yeah, I like Cali, man.
So Champ, what do you know about your opponent, Juan Herrera?
Um, he's from Mexico. He's 7 wins, 6 losses. Um, he never got stopped, and yeah, that's all really.
Have you
Not
been
too
able to
too
watch
much,
any
but
tape on him?
yeah, I watched. Yeah, I think I watched one or two fights. Yeah, he's like he's a little awkward, but you know, we ready for anything. So next weekend we coming.
I know
Yeah.
you mentioned it, but how much of are you thinking about the fact that he's never been stopped and he's also gone 12? Like he's durable.
Oh yeah, no, he's a tough dude. Like to be honest, like if I don't stop him, then I just know this type of fighter is gonna be perfect, especially for TV to showcase my skills. Because whenever I fight somebody that know how to fight and throw a punch, and he's not like no bum like he don't know, so I'm saying. So it's definitely gonna bring out a better side of me to showcase my skills next weekend. So, it's definitely gonna be he's a tough fighter for sure. Like he could take a hit. I think he looked pretty old, so it's just I know he got that man strength and everything. So, but it's gonna be great though. Can't
Now,
wait.
for the person tuned in right now, obviously most of us ain't never seen you fought.
Hmm.
You came across our timeline, due to that Tank picture. But how would you describe your style? Like, who would you say, your style resembles, and who would you watch coming up?
Um, my style, I say I'm a slick boxer, like and to be honest, like I could stay in the pocket with you, I could bang, I could box really good, but my main style is just being a slick boxer. And I looked up to Mayweather a lot too. Mayweather, yeah, I watch Mayweather all day. Mayweather, um, Lomachenko, I like the angles and everything. Yeah, them two fighters, I really took up to their style and everything.
So, champ, where would you say when the opportunity comes? In no way am I rushing you. I'm just trying to figure out what weight class you officially gonna be at.
Yeah, I was just gonna
So,
ask the same.
when you win that world title, is it at welterweight or is it at 40 or is it at 35? Because right now you're so young in your career, we don't know your weight class, and you're not actually fighting at any weight class.
Yeah, 140, 140. I know my body's growing. I could actually feel it. Like there was times in this camp where it was like I'm running every single day. I'm on a strict diet, and like my weight is just stuttering. Like I'm like I don't know if it's my body growing, but I know I'm young, so I could put it off. And that doesn't mean I'm gonna drain myself or deplete myself, but I really my goal is to really just get a belt at 140, even though I'm young and only got 4 fights, but get a belt at 140 and then move up from there. Cause I'm 6 feet. I'm like 6 feet. Um, so I'm pretty tall, 140. So I could definitely, be a
Damn, you should
147,
have led
150
with
something.
that because they don't have you listed that high, that tall, and you can't tell from the picture with Tank that you that big. Like
Nah, yeah, cause
I felt like you were a good Ryan Garcia type of body, but I feel like Ryan's he thicker than you, and it's strange that you saying you're that big. I don't think Ryan's 6 feet.
nah, I don't think Ryan. He just they could. I don't like how they compare me to him too, cause they trying to say that look alike and everything. But nah, Ryan is definitely tall and lanky like me though. But yeah, he probably looks some more. He
Yeah,
older
but
and
he
stuff,
look a
so
little more like filled thin.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean he older, so he probably that's probably what it is. But um. Yeah, I know when the time come, my body, I can't wait. So I still got that 19-year-old body, but it's coming on.
For
You said
sure.
that 19-year-old
Nah, he
body.
right. He ain't get his
Yeah.
man strength, and he ain't finished growing. They say you stop growing until 25, I believe.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So
you
that's
still
when your
got
body
hella
really start
time.
looking compact and everything.
I got some questions from our audience here. Let me get that up. Looks like Ruin the 504 New Orleans says you kind of answered that. So if you want to add anything, that's cool. If not, we'll just shout him out. But he said, "What do you know about your opponent, Herrera?"
Okay. Yeah, no, yeah, pretty much, he's 7-6, never got stopped. I didn't even know he went 12 rounds before.
Yeah,
So he obviously, he got the rounds and experience in, so that's pretty much it though. Yeah.
that's crazy. You 6 feet. I'm looking at this picture. And Danny says that all the time because he got a picture with Wilder where he says, Wilder doesn't look as tall as he really is. But I'm looking at this picture of you and Tank. I'm like, how is he 6 feet right here?
Nah, yeah, I'm like 6 feet. Word. Yeah,
I
I know I
got
don't really touch it,
Brandon.
but
Sorry.
nah, nah, nah. Go ahead, you go.
I got Brandon in Houston that says, with you having somewhat a similar build to Ryan Garcia, at any point in the sparring with Tank, did you see anything in real time that gave you insight into how Ryan could win that fight? Oh man, he trying to get the
He trying to set
secrets.
me up. Um, I mean, I told Eli said ES News and everything like, cause they asked me like who you like, and this was before I sparred him. This was that same day. Like I didn't even know I was gonna spar him like that. He asked me like, who you think will win, and I told them, um, Ryan is tall, like Linky, he got the speed, the power. If he could box and manage to take away Tank's power and keep him on the outside, then it could be, what I'm saying, it could be a little trouble for him. But me saying that and not being in, like, me saying, like, this was before sparring. So when he asked me that, and I told him that when I got in the ring, and the way Tank was just so composed, relaxed, walking you down, I think, especially with the bad habits of Ryan Garcia, going straight back, chin up, flat footed, he gonna get tapped. And I think that Tank's power is definitely real. So especially with 8 ounce gloves, he get caught, it might be, lights out. But if he could keep him on the outside, and you never know, that speed and power is, he got to use his advantages. So it's definitely gonna be a good fight.
When he was walking you down, was it more of a mental thing, or is he actually throwing punches to walk you down?
It was more like he would tap. He'll let you. He gonna take one or two punches, come with some explosive thing. Just feints is crazy. Like but I'm used to a lot of forward fighters, so it wasn't none like crazy, like, oh, I'm overwhelmed or none. But it was definitely like a lot of people I know that, especially Ryan, he experienced, so he should be able to adapt or whatnot. But it's the experience though. Like me being in it with Tank, I was like, okay, this level is like for real, like.
So
So
at no
yeah,
point
man.
the anxiety kicked in for you?
The first round, um, I was a little like starstruck. I'm like, yo, I'm really in the ring with Tank. Like it was even none about him putting pressure on me, like, like, oh shoot, like he's on me. Oh, let me. It was just the fact that I was like, damn, like it's crazy how like this just happened. It was like if it was rain. So I was the first two rounds, I was just starstruck. I probably threw like 4 or 5 punches first round. I'm just figuring him out, just looking like, damn, like it's crazy. But yeah, yeah, we stepped it up. It started getting a little heated too.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
got a little heated.
So Danny, you got any others?
No, man, definitely touched on everything. I actually thought he was about that 6 foot mark, and I was curious on that height because to me he looked big in the picture.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
yeah, man.
yeah,
Definitely let the
I'm
fans.
6'5", so I feel like it's hard to tell who's tall and who's not.
cool.
You
Oh
know what I
yeah, he
mean?
tall at 6'5". Yeah, yeah, he's
Yeah.
supposed to be in the league right now.
Yeah, but yo,
Nah,
tell everybody how they can follow you and how they can watch your fight, man.
okay. Yeah, I'm Elijah Tech Flores. Follow me on the gram, Elijah Tech Flores. That goes for all other social media platforms. I'm fighting next weekend, February 25th. On CBS Sports on TV. Tune in. It's my name. It's soon ring bells. So I appreciate y'all for having me and everything.
Thank you for coming on, champ, and we look forward to getting you on after your win so you can do a
Mhm.
victory lap.
Nice. I appreciate you, brother.
All
It was
right,
nice
man.
meeting you. Nice talking to you.
All right. There you have
All
it,
right,
ladies
man.
and gentlemen. Elijah Flores. That's pretty cool because now I'm gonna watch that fight. That's actually next weekend, and it's on CBS. I didn't even know about that card. That's crazy. That's crazy that they got a network deal. I got Big Balls Nino.
Yo, you can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yo, Ness, nigga, I did not know you was 6'5", dog. You need to be hooping, G.
Oh man, at this age, I need to be sitting down.
Me, dog, I ain't know, nigga, you tall as hell, dog. But about this whole Anthony Joshua thing, man, about him learning from Spence, I do think Derrick James camp the best camp for him to get. Is pretty much everybody think, and I'm gonna be tuned in for him against Franklin. I want to see how he looked with the new tricks in his bag. Like I said, we all felt like Anthony got some of the best potential out the heavyweight groups. He just ain't tapped into it for some odd reason. Like he don't be, I don't know if he don't be going hard in training camp or what, but it's just like shit. He got the body for it. It's just like he don't be putting in the time or the skill. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to get the skill for it. But man, I'm out here at work, man. I ain't gonna take up too much time. Y'all hit that like and subscribe button. I'll get with y'all later.
All right. Nah, I'm telling y'all, man, he gonna step it up, man. I'm telling you, man. Like, people realize things. Like that's why Top Rank is so dope. Like because people from all different parts of the world go there and it elevates you. It elevates you because you're looking and you're like, damn, cash flow sparring him? What the fuck? I gotta step my game up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's different when you amongst other elites. When you the boss in your gym, like that shit ain't doing nothing for you. Ain't doing nothing for you. I mean, and I guess so too. I was gonna say because look at Danny, and his father's philosophy on sparring. So they've gotten to the high level, but they weren't able to continue rising. You know what I'm saying? Like the welterweight wins wasn't what they wanted, um, and maybe that'd be different if they would have changed that sparring, getting ready for that hot shit at that upper weight, man. Looks like we got Jay Will in Ohio. What up?
Yo.
What's
Can you hear
good?
me?
Yeah.
What's good? What's good, fellas? Another good show, man.
What up, champ?
Yeah, man. He could get custom model. He could get
Damn, you
he can
about
get
to
the
you
old
about to
guy from
come
the
with
Rocky
that type of
movie.
hate?
Yeah, buddy. He can get the old guy from the Rocky movie. I don't care who he get, man. You can't train hard, bro. I think after he got I think with the Andy Ruiz, man, I think this still like his confidence still is a little shaky, man. The only reason why he lost to Usyk twice, man, he fought like he's scared to get hit. Like he knows he has a soft chin, a weak chin, a glass jaw. So there's nothing Derrick James can do for that, man. He just had Robert Garcia. I think Robert Garcia is a pretty good
Yeah,
good
but
trainer, man.
Robert made it clear that he wasn't listening. That he needs in order for AJ to change, he had to train over here. He had to get him out of his comfort zone.
Yeah, I mean that's excuses though. But even with all that being said, man, like there's a certain timid. He's timid in the ring, man. As a 6'5", 6'6" dude with all those muscles, he's still timid, bro.
And that's why
You
he in
can't.
the
There's nothing that
working. That's why he got out of that comfort zone and went to Dallas to work on those things.
you can't train somebody like mentality or their heart. You just can't, man. And like the first time he fought Dillian White, and Dillian White dazed him, he came right back and put him right down. He fought with a different fearlessness. You know what I'm saying? And ever since Andy Ruiz, bro,
But you
there's been
could
a clear
gain
difference.
that.
These fights, like
You could gain that in sparring. What you mean? What if he bring in a hungry lion like a Jared or somebody of that elk to spar with, and he getting disrespected in sparring? Like that's what it is. Like when a dude don't care who you are, and he gives you that fire. And if he's prepared for that, and he's preparing with that, I mean the fight is nothing.
man, it sounds good, but like it sounds real good. But again, man, he's fighting like he's not trying to lose instead of fighting to win. So, with that mentality, Derrick James, he's the trainer of my guy Errol Spence. That's my dude. So I think Derrick James is a hell of a trainer, but
So
he ain't
what?
gonna make.
So you saying Derrick doesn't know himself, or he's just taking a check? Which one is it? Because he seems to believe he gonna have 4 champions in his corner.
Man, he's getting a check, man. You don't turn down no big money, man. He'd be a fool if he did, man. Like he gonna try his best. Don't get me wrong. Derrick James is gonna try to give him all the knowledge he can give him, and let's say he does give him all the tricks of the
But what
trade that
about the
made Errol what
topic
Errol
though?
is.
What about the fact that Derrick is saying AJ is learning from Earl and Martin? I mean, and you got to consider
Well, look,
Andy. You didn't Andy change his career
Learn from Canelo.
just by getting with Canelo and Ryan Garcia and Oscar Valdez camp? That strength and conditioning coach. You gonna tell me you ain't see nothing change in Andy? What about Wilder? He
Well,
ain't
peep
changed
game.
with Malik Scott. Like
Okay.
I swear, y'all just so negative. That
Peep game. Peep game.
yeah.
No. But see, and the funny thing is I was going to use both those guys as the opposite example. So with Ruiz, he went over there to the Canelo side, and then when he fought Areola, how'd he look? Deontay Wilder. Hold on, Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, I mean, Areola got dropped him, but
hold on.
Andy won the
But hold on.
fight.
He did, but he didn't look
Areola,
amazing. He didn't look too different.
Areola fought both
He looked the same.
Klitschko's. Areola fought both Klitschko's. He fought Stavern. He fought Wilder. He fought Andy. I mean, who didn't Areola fight? You acting like, first of
But
all,
hold on.
other
Let me
than
finish my
Wilder,
point.
who knocked him out? I mean, I could be
But hold
wrong
on.
there
So
because
just
he
to cap
did
off
fight
my
both
point.
Klitschko's. But go ahead.
But just to kind of bring everything home, Ruiz got with Canelo on them. He looked a little different for a fight, but then he resorted back to being the Ruiz of old against in the Areola fight. Same with Wilder. Wilder's my dude.
Nah.
He got with the new trainer Malik.
Nah,
Hold on.
he wouldn't have been able to get off the floor if he was the Ruiz of old. You
Hold
gotta
on,
train
man.
to get off that floor.
Bruh, hold on, man. Wilder got with the new trainer Malik. He looked different for the first round or two, and then as soon as he started getting hit in that third fight, he resorted back pretty much to the old Wilder. Like you are who you are. You can't change who you are in one training camp, bro. We have plenty of fighters who try to get with new trainers, and when they get in the ring, they start getting hit. They look like the same fighter because they just resort back to what they naturally are. And at the end of the day, AJ has consistently showed, like Adrian Broner, he got with Cunningham and all that. He still don't he still don't let his hands go. Still don't. So it's like
Bruh,
we ain't gonna sit
how
here.
old is Adrian Broner?
Bruh, it don't matter. It don't matter how old he is.
It do. AJ's only 33, bruh. For a heavyweight.
Look, you are who you are, bro. There's a reason why Adrian Broner don't want to let his hands go, and it's all been the same after
you don't think that he beats Jermaine Franklin?
I'm not saying he won't beat him, but I'm saying
so you counting him out, but you still betting on him. You terrible.
I'm counting him on against the top guy.
But that's what I'm saying. You
Against
ain't
the
even
lower
seen him
guys.
back. So what if he come back and he a killer? Because he ain't going in against one of the top guys. He coming in a tune-up. It ain't the Robert Garcia situation where he was going into the rematch of a fight that he already lost. He's taking a tune-up under Derrick.
I mean, just because he looks good against I don't want to call it. I don't want to be disrespectful to the other fighter, but a guy that's not a top tier fighter, I'm gonna put it like that.
But how
If
he not
looks good
top
against a guy
tier?
that's
He
not a
just
top-tier
beat
fighter.
Dillian. People think he got robbed.
Bruh, no, we ain't gonna do that, man.
What?
We
You
all
thought
know we
Dillian
want
beat
AJ
him?
to fight.
You thought Dillian beat him?
Bruh, we want AJ to fight Fury or Wilder,
But
right? So that's the only people. That's it. Like, and the thing about it, if you can't even beat Usyk,
What you mean can't even beat?
The main reason why
Yo, how you gonna say can't even beat like Usyk wasn't undisputed at cruiserweight?
Like he's just a nobody.
Dominated. He got dominated by the cruiserweight. He got dominated by a cruiserweight 2 fights in a row, bro.
Bruh, Evander Holyfield was a cruiserweight.
He was a light heavyweight, actually.
David Hay was a cruiserweight. What you talking about, bruh?
What happened? What happened when he went up against a bigger man like Riddick Bowe? Even when he fought an old George Foreman, Evander Holyfield had issues against a bigger man. They make weight divisions for a reason. When he fought an old George Foreman,
the great Evander, this man.
Bro, it's a fact that him and George Foreman had a great fight, and everybody had George Foreman to lose that fight because he was in his mid-40s. But you can't teach size. You know what I'm saying? George Foreman was a big brute, and Evander, coming from the cruiserweight, had to really finagle to get that dub, and he got the dub. But it was a harder fight than what everybody thought because George Foreman was so big. And again, Anthony Joshua was too big to be having issues the way he had with Usyk, bro. He should have been taking punishment to get on the inside and lay him down, but he didn't because he's scared to get hit. Ever since the Ruiz fight, and that's just the fact, bro. Like, as much as I want him to be better to get the Wilder fight or to get the Fury fight. I want him to be a better fighter, but mentally, Derrick James can't train his brain. You know what I'm saying? Maybe give him some confidence. But AJ got to find that confidence himself, and I don't think he's gonna do it with this one fight. I think it's gonna
So,
take a
but
couple of fights of
Wilder
him
had all the
knocking people out.
confidence. Wilder had all the confidence. So it don't matter about confidence.
You said Wilder had all the confidence.
Yeah, he had all the confidence in the world. You can't just say AJ don't got the confidence because that was obviously something that Wilder wasn't lacking. It's a combination, bro. It's got to be a combination of things. It's never gonna be one thing.
Right, but he didn't. He had in 24 rounds. He didn't even really hurt Usyk for real. Come on, man. Like that's tough to do when you are 6'7", 240, and you can't hurt a cruiserweight. And the cruiserweight's there to be hit. You just scared.
Yo, what you
scared
mean
to
he
throw
there to
punches.
be hit? My man
He-
on ice skates. They
He was
call him the
boxing.
heavyweight Lomachenko.
Man, he was moving. Don't get me wrong, but he wasn't moving like a Devin. He was just taking settled
I gotta
lateral
go,
steps.
champ. I gotta go, man. I
All
gotta
right,
get to
guys.
some other
Good call.
callers.
Good.
806. Who's this?
Hello, Ness.
Yeah.
Hello.
Who's
Yeah,
this?
I'm just here stroking my dick while I watch you. I'm just
Oh
stroking
my
my cock.
goodness. Okay. All right. We got Science Books. What up?
Hello, Ness. Can you hear me?
I hear you, Matthew.
Oh, mate. Shout out to TVV. Shout out to JP Science Books. As far as the topic of the show, we're not going to know what AJ is like until he gets in the ring. But Jermaine Franklin is basic. He's basic as fuck. He's got low output. He's a counterpuncher that doesn't move his head. The only reason Jermaine Franklin's getting this shot is because Buddy McGirt is the biggest, fattest con man in boxing. And what he was having Dillian White doing was a joke. I think he made Dillian White regress about fucking 10 years. So, yeah, Jermaine Franklin's going to get knocked out in this fight. But the only thing that makes me think otherwise is I heard AJ saying that old shit again, saying the sweet science of boxing. And he's been on that old sweet science of boxing ever since Andy Ruiz knocked him out. And that's been the problem. AJ needs to realise he ain't a fucking boxer. Go in there with your size, throw some fucking punches, be a big man, and lose some brain cells for coins. Stop trying to box because that's not you. And when are we going to do a show about Wilder? You know statue shit, right? You heard about statue shit. Wilder's ducked Ruiz, so we ain't getting no statue shit 2 times. So we need to do a show on that, Ness. What do you think?
Where's the report that says Wilder turned down the offer?
Well, we've got Andy Ruiz versus Hrgovic Friday the 24th, purse bids. So I'm pretty sure that if Ruiz had walked away from the elimination fight or the interim, whatever the fuck, then it would be Wilder versus Hrgovic.
I mean, or it's a business tactic to see how much the purse bid goes for.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
I mean,
yeah, you can play
answer the
devil's
question.
advocate with
Answer
that.
the question. Can he not walk away from the purse bid?
They can walk away from the
right,
purse bid.
all right.
They can. But
And
if the
answer
money,
this question.
if the
Answer
money's
this
not
question.
there,
Answer this question. Does PBC even have to bid?
well, if it falls apart, no. But Wilder's not fighting Ruiz because the
No,
money's
answer
not
the
there. I've been
question.
saying this for months.
The answer is PBC doesn't have to bid. Hrgovic's team can make a bid and win, and if the bid is something that Andy wants, he sticks around. If it's not, they walk away. They don't even have to bid. They just waiting to see what's the amount. So don't insinuate.
So tell me. So tell me how a shit purse bid, proving that Andy Ruiz has no marketability, makes the Wilder Ruiz fight any more attractive financially.
I don't even understand the question. What do you mean? How does a shit purse bid
The
prove
question
what?
is so right now, Wilder Ruiz, the money's not there that they want, yeah?
I don't know. Who's saying that? Who's saying that?
Okay, well, I'm gonna say the money's not there. But if Wilder and if Ruiz and Hrgovic have a purse bid and nobody's interested, doesn't that show that Ruiz is not really that valuable? Same as Wilder.
Well, my scenario didn't say no one's interested. My scenario said PBC doesn't have to bid. They can sit and wait to see what Matchroom bids.
Listen, man, what Wilder's trying to go for them easy fights. It's okay. Look, I don't blame Wilder for going for the money. You know, he's obviously not interested in the world title.
I hear you.
Maybe Wilder should get Usyk next.
I think that the UK has a weird addiction to Wilder because this show is about
we love
Anthony
it, man. He's the champ.
Joshua.
Stat too shit, bro. Stat too shit. You got
This
Al
show
Heyman
is
running
about
the game,
Joshua,
so,
bro.
you know, we got Al Heyman running the game, so we're all interested in PBC and Wilder and what's going on.
I thought we were talking AJ, bro.
I thought that too.
Yeah, we are.
AJ.
Yo, but AJ Jermaine Franklin's an easy fight. That's a KO or a 10.
So was Wilder Hellenius. Everybody is entitled to their tune-up.
Yeah, but Wilder got a good tune-up, man. 20 million for his sparring partner. You know, good for him. I'm happy for him.
20 million, wow.
Yeah, 20 million for a tune-up. I bet Wilder asked for that same money again, and PBC said no after 75k buys.
Where do you guys get these sources?
Man.
The same place you get your sources, the fucking internet.
Shit. Who said 20 million, bro? Who do you follow that told you 20 million?
Go on Google and put Wilder versus Hellenius and just type 20 mil, and Hellenius got 1 million. That was what was reported.
Reported from who though?
Well, bro, you're asking me to remember a source from months ago, but go on Google and show me it's not there.
Find? I don't know. I didn't know he got 20 million
Yeah,
for
20
Hellenius.
million, man. That is bullshit. Like they must have thought that shit was gonna do well, or maybe it was like the Brazil situation where they had to overpay him to try and keep him. But yeah, 20 mil.
Yo, but from like websites I ain't never heard of before, champ.
All right, man. That's what I said. Who's reporting this guy, man? All right,
Yeah.
Matthew, we gotta go. You guys are funny, man.
You heard his evil laugh at the end?
Yeah. C-Dub, boy. Now that was his. This is that was Batman. I mean, Joker. This is Batman now. C-Dub, what up?
Yo, how are you?
It's straight.
Straight. That's what's up, man. Shout out TBV. Smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself. Danny, Ness, what's good, man? You see, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. You know, they say they tired of hearing about PBC and Wilder, and then statue shit just come on the show some kind of way, magically, man. You know what I'm saying? I thought we don't want to talk about PBC right now, man. We're talking about AJ. You know what I'm saying? We know who running the game. We know PBC running the game, but let's stick to AJ, man.
I don't know about that.
It's crazy. It's crazy, man. What you got to do as an athlete? Like what you got to do as an athlete, man? Like for some people to say you're not mentally weak and you don't got no heart. Like this man went life and death with Klitschko. I mean, he went life and death with a lot of fighters, but when he get beat, once you lose, you just throw the man. He don't got no heart. He don't got it no more. Well, he trying to find it. What an admiration for that. What how are you inspired that he falling and keep getting up? What like the likes for that instead of focusing on how he losing or how he don't got no breath. He got anxiety or you believe in the excuses. When people lose, just say, hey, man, you're a better boxer than me. You're not even a better man than somebody or a better woman than somebody if you lose to them in the sport. You just made better moves that night. You just made better plays that night. You're a better boxer. Like, that's it. But people got to stop making excuses, man. You lost. He lost. Let's respect the fact he's going back to the drawing board. Let's respect the fact that he's still trying to find the answers, even though he got all these millions. How many of y'all would have hung it up by now? Some of y'all ain't never been an athlete, or some of y'all were athletes and y'all rode the bench, I bet. But this shit is crazy, man. Like, yeah, man. That's how I feel about it, man. Shout out AJ.
Hey,
Just keep going.
Even the motherfuckers that started, they ain't make it to the league, so what it matter?
Right. That too. And if you did, and you still saying this man don't got no heart and all of that, it's just a shame. It's a shame, man. But he keep going. He keep trying. He's still top 5 to me. I want people to bet that AJ lose to Franklin, and let me know. I'm on the bet call, man. You know, if you're honorable and you got high integrity, come on there, bet me. See, Dub, I'm gonna be back there, and we're gonna put it in the bet track. Shout out TBV, smash that like button, it's free.
Is it?
I got Alan G, member for 4 months at the champ level. He says, let's not forget Rob wasn't the only. I guess he meant Robert Garcia wasn't the only one in the corner that night. AJ alone at Derrick James' gym and will take him out of his comfort zone and be champ again. Yeah, because remember he never got rid of that Angel Fernandez dude
Yep.
till now. CYP.
Damn, boy, can't hear shit. Let me come on back.
Yo, we hear you, champ.
Yo, you hear me?
Yup.
All right, cool. So you had Joker, you had Batman. Now you got Superman. Listen, I find it funny. Who's training AJ? Coach D, right? Coach D.
Derrick James.
I thought it was D's nuts. 'Cause that's the only way. That's the only way he can the championship back. hey. But listen though.
So now CYP capable of making him a world champion again?
Look, no, I'm not. Listen to me. I humble myself. Hell no. I can't make that man win nothing. Maybe one of them international belts. You know, maybe one of Tank's secondary belts. You know, one of those belts. Oh, you're right. He can be a champion depending on what side of the bed TVV wake up on. You know, some days we honor those secondary belts as champions. Some days we don't. So I guess he could be, but never on the CYP boat could he float. Hell no. We throwing his ass off. We throwing him off, swim with the sharks. I don't believe in AJ being a champion no more. Just because you're a top 5 heavyweight don't mean you're going to be champion again. So nobody's saying he's trash. Nobody's saying he's not a good boxer. We're talking about champion. Usyk's the champion. Fury's the champion. The only motherfucker in the mix, in my opinion, that could break one of them 3 down is Wilder. So Wilder could be champion again. But could he? No, because he has to beat either Wilder, in my opinion, he has to beat Usyk, and that's not happening. And he got to beat Fury. I don't believe that's happening. So no. You know, being 4th, 5th, 6th best, you probably won't be champion. And that's cool because there's other divisions where being 4th, 5th, 6th best, you'll never be champion. It's fine. It's totally fine to be a millionaire, multi-millionaire, probably the richest boxer of them all, and not be champion again. And you've been champion 2 times, unified. Let's stop pretending like AJ needs a pamper. The man has been unified twice. He makes $20+ million a fight. The man is world famous. Cut it the fuck out. It's okay if he's not champion again. See, sometimes people just can't sit back and realize that, damn, this man gonna be in the Hall of Fame regardless if he wins again. He gonna be rich with generational wealth rather he wins again. He probably gonna have a bad bitch rather we like it or not, rather he wins champions again. He's living a great life. He's living a great life. There's no reason to feel bad for AJ. But can he be champion again? Fuck to the no. It's just not happening. And if anybody want to bet against me, I'll bet $1,000 right now.
Yo.
$1,000 right now that he will never be champion again. $1,000. Anybody take it.
CYP.
Go ahead.
Question to you, just obviously you giving your thoughts. I just want to hear your thoughts. Right now we got Fury and we got Usyk, the 2 heavyweight champs. Who's the next person to become a heavyweight champ?
Wilder. If Usyk makes the mistake and passes up Fury and offers Wilder's champion again. Wilder whoops Usyk's ass. Whoops his ass if they fight again. Breaks him down. There is nobody that's, if you weigh 220 pounds, he's going to kill you. Like, do not jump in that ring with that man's power and you don't have the weight to bully him or lay on him or tire that power out. He's going to kill you. And I mean this. Don't play yourself. As much as you hate Wilder, as much as you don't like, I'm talking to you, talking about the crowd, don't be a fool and get your favorite fighter head knocked off. There's a reason why he lost to Fury. And there's a reason why nobody else has rarely really come close. Ortiz came close to dropping him, not necessarily close to winning. I mean, you gotta wild her ass to beat him. Hitting him and getting him tired, that hasn't been good enough. You really got to do it again and again and again, and then he's done. It's really hard to whoop his ass for real, for real. So I'm going to say Wilder if he fights Usyk. Wilder versus Fury, I have no fucking idea. Fury may beat him again. You heard it from me. He may win again, but he has the best chance of beating Fury. But he definitely beats Usyk. So I would say Wilder, and then in the future, it's Jared Anderson's in the future. In the future, when all them dudes is 37, 38 going on out, Jared Anderson's the next man up, in my opinion.
How long?
Jared, I say 3 years. I say 3 years. Jared Anderson could get one of them belts. 3 years, he'll get one of them belts. I think they're gonna be tied up, holding it from him like they was doing Boots. They're just holding the belts from him because he's young, but he'll have a long time to reign. Remember, he's young.
Yeah.
So by the time he's 28, 29, he'll start reigning at that time.
He's only 22 right now.
Oh, he's 22?
Yeah, Jared is 22.
I thought he was 24. My bad. Oh, shit. Maybe 25, 26. God damn.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think you kind of hit it. I think I was thinking in that 2.5 to 3 year window, somewhere in there. I could see him getting a shot. But I appreciate you.
For sure.
Let's see who else we got. Appreciate you, CYP. We got Matrix Boxing 313. What up? Make sure to unmute. Oh, he unrequested. Well, if anybody wants to request to speak, go ahead and do so, whether that be on Discord or on Twitter Spaces. And if you guys want to call in, number to call in 425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Man, look, I'm personally excited to see what Derrick is able to do with Joshua. You know, Nestor and I are making a trip across the pond for that fight, and you know, I want to see how much success he can have. I like the fact that he left the UK, got out of his comfort zone. I like the fact that he's taking a tune-up and not, you know, rushing into a big fight. Give him time to develop under his new trainer. So, Jonathan Lambarena, $5 super chat says, AJ unified. Wilder never did. Had multiple opportunities. Wilder got stopped twice brutally. AJ got stopped once. Wilder can be champ again, but not AJ? One will argue that it was one man that beat Wilder. There's been two men who have beat AJ, so maybe they feel the blueprint is out.
Did you get to Darryl Ward that says we forget how young AJ is? But he's 33. Not that young, but I guess young. You know.
He ain't old, but he ain't young.
Yep. So we do have a poll. Can Derrick James make Anthony Joshua a 3-time heavyweight champion? And the majority vote out of 630-something votes is 46%. Yes, with Derrick, he can become 3-time. 23% say no, AJ is done, doesn't matter the trainer. 24% say I need to see the Jermaine Franklin fight first. And 6% say Derrick James is an overrated trainer. Let me check here on Discord. We got no hands raised. Looks like we got a couple callers on Blog Talk
that just came in, so we're gonna get to you. Uno segundo.
Looking
so what you ended up doing yesterday? You trained?
Yep. Looking like a new caller in the... Nope. Wait, that is... Yes. Who's this?
Andrew.
Andrew, where you calling in from?
From California.
Talk to us, brother. What's on your mind?
Yeah, I don't think AJ is gonna become world champion just because Fury's in the way, and I feel like Fury just dominates everybody right now. Yeah. I mean, Usyk's good, but it feels like he be posting on his Instagram. I don't know. I feel like he's losing some kind of like body weight. I don't know if it's for speed or what, but Fury has that body weight that could take a punch like Andy the Destroyer can.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's
Fury
gonna do.
Definitely could take a punch.
Yeah, and his body weight too. And when you get hit with those punches, the weight could take it. And I feel like Usyk's just getting skinny. I don't think no one is gonna beat Fury right now. I don't think AJ has a chance to become world champion anymore because he has to get through Wilder as well. And Wilder, there's a reason why they want Wilder to fight Fury again. It's because every time they fight, there's always a chance that he's gonna win. But also too, I see a lot of people getting mad at Canelo for taking this tune-up fight with John Ryder. But how many times does everybody's favorite fighter fight in a year?
I mean, it's not a tune-up
So,
fight; it's a
and
mandatory fight.
yeah, but everyone's calling it like a tune-up fight.
I mean, he beat
But
Jacobs.
I don't think it's a tune-up fight.
Only people that don't watch boxing call it a tune-up fight.
Yeah, but I just want to give you guys a shout out. I watch you guys' video all the time, and keep doing the good work.
Appreciate it, champ. Thanks for calling in. We got you down, so next time we'll address you by name. We're going out to some more callers in 1 second.
Sorry about that, bro.
What up?
Nah, on topic. In relation, just more positive and good news in relation to our trip to London. So, things rolling in the right direction, brother. Things are definitely rolling in the right direction.
Well, that's good.
But
Is
if
it
you
gonna
are
be
tuned
cold?
in,
Is it gonna be
yo, I
cold
was
in
wondering
London?
that. Yeah, I think probably so. Like, I think it may
I'm
be
probably
rainy.
not going then. We got Rocky. What up? I don't do cold and rainy, bro. It's kind of
Buenos
whack.
dias, buenos dias.
What up, Rocky?
Good morning. What's up, man? Listen, with Joshua, I don't get why everybody's being so negative. Like, isn't this why we love boxing? Don't we love the comeback story? Haven't we seen fighters do this before? Why they counting my man out? Like, he's never taken a bad ass whooping. He's taking some losses to Usyk, understandable, but it wasn't like a badass ass whooping. He got knocked out by Ruiz, but came back and avenged that. He's 33, right? So that's still kind of young for a heavyweight, because heavyweights can go longer. And Derrick James is a great trainer. Like, I think he can make a good comeback. Fundamentally, he's sound. The one thing I think Joshua doesn't throw a lot of body punches, so maybe Derrick James can technically help him add new weapons. Good foot positioning, good body shots, and another thing too. I was reading this book and it was saying like we have these neurons in our brain. They're called mirror neurons, and if we're as human beings, if we're around something, we subconsciously copy it. So now that he's in Texas around, Spence and Mel, he can be picking up things subconsciously. I think that'll make a difference in the fights. Hey, I think AJ could be champ again. Why not? I'm not gonna write him out.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I ain't
I
writing
like
them
I
off.
like the neurons thing though. I kind of agree with that, man. I feel the same way. I said it about Andy, and I see it in these gyms. If you around good fighters, you start to do what you see.
Right, absolutely. I mean, we seen Miguel Cotto do it when he switched to Freddie Roach. He had a nice little run. Everybody wrote him off.
True.
Hey, maybe AJ can do it. So, yeah, that's it, fellas. That was my call. Have a good one. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, champ. Thanks for calling in. Line 6, Reed. What up?
Hey, what's up, guys? I was just wanted to address the issue with fighters changing trainers. Like, whoever's the hot trainer, guys jump off the bandwagon. But remember when Canelo lost to Mayweather? He didn't jump off Eddie Reynoso. He stayed with him, And then even after he lost to Bivol, I just don't understand, because you guys are more in tune with pros and stuff. What's the point in changing trainers all the time? Like Tim Bradley, what's his name, got him to beat Pacquiao and all that stuff. And then when he did lose the fight, he switched, and I think he went to Teddy Atlas. I'm not too sure.
Yep,
Same
Teddy
with Amir
Atlas.
Khan leaving his trainer, then Freddie Roach. He left Freddie Roach to Virgil Hunter. Then I think he might have left Virgil Hunter and went back. I'm not sure. But, like, what makes fighters want to change trainers, change the person that got them to the point to where they were at just because of loss? Everybody, you know what I mean? So I'm asking you guys because y'all talk to more pros than I do.
I mean, sometimes they need a different look. You know what I'm saying? They need a different look. And every trainer's different, bro. Every trainer is different, man. Every trainer wants you to throw the right hand different. They want you to, you know, pivot different. They want you to, turn the cigarette out when you throw your left hook. You ain't gotta turn the cigarette out when you throw your left hook. Nah, make sure you bending your knee when you throwing your right. Like every trainer's different. Every trainer's different.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right,
yeah,
thanks. That was my call, fellas.
I
Appreciate
think
it.
fighters just want to develop, and sometimes they feel they can get a better look with somebody who ain't used to them, who ain't took a look at them before. So, uh, yeah. Who next?
Let me see here. Looking like we got Benitez boxing.
Benitez, make sure to unmute. What up?
Unmuted?
Yep.
You guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay, well, good morning, man. How you doing, fellas?
Good. How are you doing?
Cooling. So I just wanted to say, like, back in the day, like when I used to train and shit, I noticed that when you go to different gyms, they all have their own little kind of way of doing stuff, and you know, like if AJ goes over there, I mean, just think about the caliber of fighters. You got Errol, you got Frank, you got Jamel. You know, those guys have an aggressive style kind of coming forward, and very like, you know, it's just like ugly. Like when them do, you know, they go to the body and stuff like that. That might be something that AJ needs because, you know, with the Ruiz rematch, he did kind of box and kind of outbox him to win. He wasn't as aggressive because he was probably a little bit like, let me be wary. This guy just, you know, stopped me or whatever. But this might be a good move for him because if he can be a good boxer like Jamel is, but then have that aggressive style coming forward, you know what I'm saying? That could be good for him. I don't think the move to Robert Garcia before was bad. I actually think if Broner would have switched trainers and went over to Robert Garcia, that probably would have been good for him too, because he's starting to get a little bit economical with his punches. And, you know, Maidana, they got the early Maidana, and you got Maidana 2.0, where he started utilizing, you know, the jab to the body and stuff like that. Like, I think every fight is different. And, you know, sometimes, like Ned said, fighters do need another look. Sometimes they need to go with somebody who's going to kind of be like no nonsense too, because Fury switched trainers after the first Wilder fight, right? Didn't he start going to Kronk?
Yeah, no, it was after.
Nah, it was.
It
After
wasn't.
that fight, he got with
No,
Sugar Hill.
No, you're wrong.
Oh, you're right. He got
It
with
was
Ben Davison first.
He was with Ben Davison the whole time, and then he got with Sugar after the Wallin fight.
So, you know, like,
and he won
for
that
that
fight.
example, I know the fight was a draw with Wilder. A lot of people, you know, thought he won or whatever. But even a guy coming off of a draw / kind of a win,
Brother, he had two
still
wins
kinda
after
added
that.
to
He
it.
had 2 wins after that. He left his trainer after a win. After 2 wins.
That's what I'm saying though. That's what I mean. Like a guy could leave the trainer even after a win.
And
know
that
what I'm
was
saying?
probably a great
it-
decision because, you know, Sugar Hill was able to
Yeah.
add so much more to his arsenal.
Hell yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, and you know, I just think too, like that culture in the gyms can definitely add to a fighter because you know AJ's kind of the new kid, you know, in the block, and he's like, oh shit, this is how these guys train. Damn, I need to start doing this more, or you know what I'm saying? Like it might be good for him, bro. Having Derrick James in your corner ain't gonna be a fucking negative thing. It ain't gonna be bad for you. That's just only gonna help. And you know, other trainers see other fighters and they be like, man, if I had him, I'd have him do this or I'd have him do that. I guarantee that when that phone call was made, Derrick James was already telling him shit over the phone, like, man, yeah, man, like that last fight, man, you know, you could have just did this, man, come to the gym, you know. It'd be like that. But that's my call, man. Y'all fellas keep doing your thing. I'm listening.
All right,
Thank
champ. Appreciate you calling in.
Sweet.
LV Slugger is on you.
TBV fellas, how it sound?
Straight.
Yeah, man, AJ, can he be champ again? We got two guys at the top right now, holding on the belt. So I think if Fury was to get the undisputed fight, whoever come out on top, I think Fury. Of course, I got Fury winning. Once he win, I don't see him holding on to the belt long. I think he'll go ahead since he already done won all of them. Not all at one time, but he has held every belt. So I think once he completes the undisputed goal, I think he'll go ahead and release him, and I think that'll be AJ best shot at being three-time world champion. We seen what he did against Usyk twice. He came up short, and we have yet to see the Fury fight, but I don't think he gets that fight right now. With them in negotiations, Fury Usyk in negotiation. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a two-fight deal, however they do that. But yeah, man, that's the only way. I think so. I think once them belts get dispersed, that'll be his best shot at being three-time. But not with these two guys at the top right now. And with Derrick James, I think Derrick James is a great trainer. Him having one undisputed and one unified champion in his camp, so he's definitely a great trainer. Trainer of the year. But I think it's deeper with AJ. We seen before he got with Robert Garcia, we seen Ronnie Chills come on the show. When Ronnie was one of the trainers he was looking at, and it was just one question that he was asked from AJ that just stuck out a lot to me. He was like, it was something like, can you bring the dog out of me? You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So I think it's a little deeper with AJ more than just a skill set. His skill set got him to a unified champion. You know what I'm saying? I think, and we all seen the outbreak he had in the last fight against Usyk, with the belts being thrown, him on his knees, talking to Usyk and shit. It was just all type of like little stuff going on. So I just think it's deeper than just a skill set with him. I'm pulling for him. I hope he do get on a winning streak so we can get that big fight, him and Wilder. So I still think that's a big fight in the division. So, hopefully he do get with Derrick, gets enough confidence, gets on a good KO streak, KO win streak, and, get enough confidence to get in there with Wilder. I feel like that's really all he needs right now in this era. He been in there well, of course, Fury too as well, but while Fury is occupied right now, I think the Wilder fight is definitely something big for him. You know what I'm saying? If he can't get a shot at the belt. But yeah, man, I don't see the three-time happening with these two guys at the top. Like I said, if one of them win and the belts get dispersed, that'll be his best shot at being, three-time. But not right now. Not right now, man. But like I said before, I think it's more than just a skill set. I think it's deeper than that with AJ, man. But like I said, hopefully Derrick James give him the confidence, bring that dog out to where we do get that Wilder AJ, man. But at him coming to America, getting some sparring in America, I think Robert Garcia was saying, after him working his camp the last two fights. Was the last two? He was just winning the one fight against Usyk, one Robert Garcia.
Yeah,
Just that one fight.
it was just that one fight. That's it.
Yeah, right. So what Robert Garcia is saying, he said he need to get out his comfort zone and probably come on over to the States, America, and get some good work from these heavyweights over here. So yeah, man, I'm pulling for him, man. Like I said, I want AJ Wilder, man. So hopefully he gets the confidence, get the dog, and we get it sometime soon, sometime in the near future. But yeah, man, that's my call.
All right, champ. Appreciate the call, LV. Let's see who else on the phone line.
We got John Murder up next.
We are on Twitter Spaces
Yo,
and
yo,
Discord
yo.
also. What up, champ?
What up, though? Man, shouts out to Danny. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my dog, Ness. How y'all doing this morning?
Man, great.
Straight.
Man, that's what's up. That's what's up. Shit, I'm just calling to comment on that. If he can be three-time, if AJ can be three-time, man. The cards do gotta fall a little different for AJ to get to that point, but it can happen. You know what I'm saying? If Derrick James can bring the dog out of him, and you know what I'm saying, do with him what Manu did for Lennox, you know what I'm saying? If or Emmanuel did to Klitschko, you know what I'm saying? if he can bring that dog out of him like that, shit can change because he got the athleticism. He's African American fighter, so he's naturally athletic. What it is his fundamentals. It is his fundamentals that's bad. It's his lean and it's his jabs don't crisp. He ain't got a real skill set all the way. He got power and he just naturally fast, but he needs to put a little bit more pop on that jab. That jab needs to come with a little bit more. He needs to find distance better. He's too tall to fight the way he fights. You know what I'm saying? And he wear a lot of shit on his arms. He get, you know what I'm saying? He get hit in the arms a lot too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, getting hit on the arms is gonna take some of that power away. But I really feel like that changing of the guard, the changing of the trainer could do real good. Cause Derrick James, he bringing out the dog. He bringing out that. He gonna bring out the dog. That's what he said in that one interview. He said he want him to get nasty. He too clean. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think?
Yeah, I think we definitely gonna see some improvements with Derek. Like I said earlier, I like the fact that they taking a tune up before jumping into a big fight, so it give him time to develop under Derek. How far he goes, we'll see. But I think we'll definitely see a better and different AJ April 1st.
Yeah, for sure. You got to, man. And like you said, it's gonna take more than one fight for him to get it. He been fighting since he was what 16, 14, something like that. And it's like you said, it's gonna take more than one fight to really get down to the fundamentals and get his footwork a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna take a little bit more. But that's my call. Love the show, man. Everybody give that thumbs up.
All right, champ. Appreciate you calling in. Twitter Spaces and Discord. This your last opportunity to get in before we roll out. Looking like Rue in the 504 with a do.
Roll out.
Gentlemen, good morning. What's up?
Buenos dias.
What up?
Since we are discussing heavyweights, might as well bring up Usyk. Not that one guy did bring it up earlier, but it wasn't too favorable of a call. So to answer the question if AJ can become a champion again, I think it's very possible. I think Usyk beats Fury, and I honestly, this is going to sound crazy, I see Usyk hanging it up after he beats Fury and goes undisputed and returns to his home country as a hero. So it'll be wide open for AJ. Of course, he can win a belt at that point, but as long as Usyk's holding titles, it's no hope for him. Usyk's already showed that twice. Now, the overall question of can Derrick James make him a better fighter? Only time will tell. I would hope that he becomes better because AJ is one of the faces of the sport, a star. If he's better and he's fighting in a lot of competitive fights that gets more eyes on the sport, it's overall good for us as fight fans. So I don't know. Time will tell. I'll be optimistic, but there's really no way to know. And I know it Ness kind of hurt you a little bit just to win that argument with that previous caller to give Usyk props. Congrats on that for at least swallowing your pride, you know, on that one case, because I know you're not really impressed or a fan of Usyk at this level, but that's
He
okay.
did it twice, man. If I'm impressed with Andy,
I,
obviously
I,
Andy did it in a more exciting fashion, and that's why we love and remember his performance. But like he did what Andy couldn't do, and he got it done twice.
Did it first.
All right.
But yeah.
Did it first. All right. Well, good luck to you guys out in the UK whenever you leave for that. Hope y'all have fun out there, and that'll be good for the channel. You guys getting more exposure, and things are
Yeah.
continuing to grow.
No, definitely, bro.
Really,
Go ahead.
really disappointed about the border wars thing.
Oh man, no, shit happens for a reason. I was telling
Yeah.
Ness, and Ness probably gonna feel different than me, but I just feel like shit happens for a reason, and I know that we are in agreement that it was just time to grow, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing border wars since before I ever became part of the TBV. You know what I'm saying? It's been along for a long time. So it's time
Yeah.
to it's time to.
It's changing the essence of what border wars is. Like it's the average Joe aspect of it might go out the window, and I guess that's disappointing. But at the end of the day,
Nah,
I wasn't really. and when TBV went to the interview format years ago. But I mean, here we are thriving off of that. So we might need to, like you say, make changes.
Yeah, no, and I think as long as we do it the right way, you know what I'm saying. We're
Mhm.
still regular guys, so that's always gonna
Yeah.
be the focus, the target audience. But real, we appreciate it, champ.
Yeah. Either way, I'm riding with you guys. Don't matter. So y'all have a good day.
Appreciate it for sure. If anybody else wants to call in, 425-569-5241. And if not,
We got Ron Boy Fresh.
Ron Boy Twist Spaces.
Yo,
What
what's
up?
good, Slim?
What up? What up?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep. What up with y'all, man? I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Let me get my little 2 cents about this big Femi thing going on. With or without Dirk, I think. Let me say this before motherfuckers get their feelings. With Dirk is a good pickup, but with or without Dirk, Femi getting the belt anyway. Because the way his shit going to shake is them belts are going to be vacated by the end of 2024. And AJ is going to be in the top two in all the sanctioning bodies, and they're going to take the path of least resistance just to get him a belt. So so it's highly likely. I know a couple jokers called and said they saying he won't be. Oh, it's highly likely he will be a champion again. Unified? Nah, probably not. But definitely a champion. So and then Derek give him some shit he need to tweak. I'm I'm an extremist, and everybody gonna go crazy when I say this. I thought said fuck it. He should have went the motherfucking big bed and fuck with Abel Sanchez. To me, you know what I'm saying? I'm just crazy.
Abel's
Abel
retired.
retired,
Yeah,
man.
Abel's
He loving the
retired.
golf life right now.
This is beforehand. Yeah, I know, but this is beforehand. I was like, Abel, he
But
get
I
Abel out
think
of
you're right
retirement.
though. I mean, I think a check like
I was
AJ would have got
extremist.
him out. Would have got him out of retirement though.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I thought AJ, and I'm far from an Abel Sanchez supporter, but to be an extremist, I was just saying, man, fuck that. Go fuck with Abel. Get you a little bit of heart. Work off the jab, and do what you gotta do, Mo. But I say he'll be a champion. Derrick is a good pickup, but I just want to say one other thing. The worst thing ever when AJ fought in the state, fought in New York, was go to Miami to train. I was like, that's the recipe for the fucking disaster, and it turned out to be exactly that. But I'm out, Slim.
Champ, appreciate the call.
All right. We got Jonathan Lambarena on the check-in on Twitter Spaces. What up?
Make sure to unmute.
He's good.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen.
What
Buenos
up?
dias.
Hey, just real quick off the whenever whenever you bring up AJ, especially on your guys' platform, Wilder's always there, of course, right? He's a top hitter too, he's top contender. I just want to piggyback off of what CYP was doing. I think there's a bit of patriotism there. I think he always supports Wilder, and that's a positive thing. But I believe both Wilder and AJ can become champion again, not just Wilder. If we're being honest, I think the main reason they say Wilder could become champion is pretty much he could knock out anybody. And I believe AJ, the way he's won his belt and actually unified, he showed you a couple different ways he could, in the Joseph Parker, whether you think it's boring or not, he boxed off the back foot and won the 12 rounder championship in the unification. So whether they like it or not, that's what it was, and Wilder, the most he's done is I'm not saying that in a negative way, but he's knocked out Remain Severn, one champion, and then defended after that, which 10 defenses is really, really, it's an incredible feat, and I applaud him for that. But like I said, both men can become champion, and I think frankly, like the Derrick James collaboration, I think is good for AJ. It'll bring back his use of his jab and maybe that shovel hook, that rear shovel hook. I tend to see a lot of Derrick James fighters. They use that double jab, cross, and then use that shovel hook. So I think it'll help him, especially in the heavyweight division. You know, it doesn't take too many shots to the body for some of these men to slow down, and you topple over once you start hitting them with heavy shots. Um, but I think let's be realistic. Both men could become champions. It's not just Wilder. It's AJ. He has the grit. I think because otherwise he wouldn't have unified 3 belts if you don't have that grit. So as far as having that dog, he got it in him.
All right, Jonathan,
champ,
we got a
appreciate it.
counterpunch from CYP. What up?
Yo.
Yo.
Yeah. It ain't real beef. I like dude opinion. But one thing he was wrong about. AJ can't knock out Wilder. Reason why he can't knock out Wilder because he doesn't have the heart to try, right? Just because you punch hard doesn't mean you can knock anybody out if you are scared to knock everyone out. See, a lot of people have never fought. Like if you're not a real fighter or not a street fighter, you ain't got no hands at all. You don't know what fear is, right? Fear is.
We lost you.
Fear is.
You hear me?
Now we do.
All right, cool. I got a call. Fear is when that other dude can beat your ass just as bad as you can beat his, and you scared now. Now all of a sudden, when it's time to counter, you don't. Now all of a sudden, when he tell you shut your ass up, you be quiet. That's the difference. In street fighting, you be quiet when that dude will beat your ass. In a boxing ring, you don't throw that counter when you should. It runs in a lot of men, and most of us men are built like that. It takes a very few men that do not care about getting their ass whooped to whoop your ass. AJ does not have that in him. That's why Derrick James is so big on trying to give it to him. But a 30-plus-year-old man is not going to get a dog in him. He's going to get lassied. That's what he's going to get. Some of y'all old enough to know what lassie is. He's just going to follow directions and be a good boy. Good boy. Good boy. There you go, girl. There you go, girl. Good boy. Good boy. That's as far as it's going to go. I'm not trying to, as funny as it might be, I'm just keeping it real with you. Trying to teach a man to give and get is not something you teach a 30-year-old man. AJ does not want to get his ass whooped. He does not. Going there with Wilder trying to throw them hands like Fury doing, like, fuck it. Fury been knocked down 4 times. Fury like, I know I'm going to get knocked down. I'm cool with it, but I think I can get him. And he's done it twice. AJ does not believe, oh, I can get it and give it back. He like, hell no. You see what he did with Ruiz? Ruiz is 6 foot tall, 250, 60 pounds. He was scared to go up in there with that dude after dude put him on the ground. He was scared to engage with him. What makes any of you AJ fans think Derrick James going to teach him how to get in there and swing for the fences with the most dangerous heavyweight we've ever seen in history? And let's be real here. He is the most dangerous heavyweight we've ever seen in history. Even Mike Tyson did not knock out dudes as big as the average man that Wilder knocks out. It's a 20, 30-pound discrepancy and a 2-inch difference in the man that Wilder has knocked out versus the man Mike Tyson knocked out. Already did the math. The average size of the man that Wilder knocks out is 6'3", 240-plus pounds. The average man that Mike Tyson knocks out was 6'2", 220 pounds. It's a big difference. The size matters. AJ knows that shit. And as big as he fucking is, he just is not that kind of boxer. Good luck to him, though. Good luck to him. But getting that dog to say, I don't give a shit who you are. I'm swinging on your ass. It's different. It's a different kind of animal. That kind of alpha male is very rare. And most of y'all listening are not that. That's why y'all probably mad at what I'm saying. But I can guarantee you, I'm that kind of alpha. I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm swinging on your ass. CYP out.
Appreciate the counterpunch, champ. Appreciate
All
the
right.
counterpunch.
All right. And it looks like we got boxing Savant. What up, champ? If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, subscribe. We need you to. We need about 300 more subscribers to get us to the next goal of 165,000. That would be nice. That would be nice. Boxing Savant, you there?
So close to that.
Can you hear
Let's
me?
go.
I hear you.
Yeah, I'm sitting there thinking about the topic in totality, right? Well, first off, let me say, I disagree with the homie that was on before. I don't think Deontay Wilder is the most dangerous heavyweight. I think I would have to say probably George Foreman. but that's a different discussion. Um, Derrick James being able to help Anthony Joshua, I think he'll have effectiveness. But me personally, I don't think he's gonna win this Jermaine Franklin fight. I don't think it's gonna be a knockout. I think it's just gonna be, just kind of like how the Usyk fight, the second Usyk fight went. Just a lot of good boxing, a lot of just neutralizing him with the jab coming from Jermaine Franklin. And Derrick James, he is a good trainer. I just think his concept of training and his style is more geared towards southpaws. Would you agree or disagree with that?
I mean, Charlo ain't no southpaw, so yeah. I mean, I wouldn't agree with that. I feel like he work well with who he work with. Obviously it's only a few fighters, but yeah, I think we'll definitely see improvements, especially as time progresses. He'll have more than one camp with AJ. So
Well, I'm saying that from the aspect of his undefeated his fighters that haven't lost, because if you're undefeated fighter, then per se there's a manuscript to beat you until it actually happens. Now Charlo's lost before, and he got a draw with Castano. But me personally, I just think Derrick James' style is more geared towards southpaw fighters, where they're able to take advantage of the right hand, strong hand being the lead. But other than that, AJ coming over into the states is like it's cool, but it's still he's still a big star in boxing. So of course he's got out of his comfort zone over there in the UK, whatever the case may be. But he's still a very big attraction. He's still a big money grab. And then this will be the second time someone is in the states and reached out to him, because I believe Mayweather was trying to work with him before too. Also,
he has put himself out there. But I mean, who has he ever really trained or worked with?
you talking about Mayweather?
Yeah.
He does his snippets. He bounces in and out when he wants to. Like, so he was working with Devin, and
Yo, giving
I
you pointers in the gym, but like he never worked a Devin corner. That's what I'm saying. We can't just because he put it out there, we can't just assume that yeah he gonna train.
I mean, AJ never took him up on the offer. That could have been the first guy that he trains for 8 weeks. You don't know.
yeah. When Floyd came over there
Didn't he
to the
offer that to
UK. He
Floyd
did
too?
he
I
did
mean, he
he,
offered that to Wilder too, though, right?
yeah, he offered his expertise, because like I said, I mean, I guess he felt he could help them sharpen up. And then, like I said, it would have been a good look for Mayweather Promotions. You feel what I'm saying? But all in all, AJ, he's a big star. He's an attraction, and he really got to go to the gutter, man. Just like I said, I respect AJ, and I still root for that AJ that got up off the ground after Klitschko dropped him. But that little scene after that second Usyk fight, I didn't like that, because he looked like a broken man. You know what I mean? So I
I
mean,
mean, that's
I
just
definitely think he can.
frustration, man. That's just frustration. Zab Judah tried to hit a fucking referee with a chair. So what's the difference? He tried
I
to
mean,
throw. He threw the stool at somebody.
no, it's a difference, because he's still he wasn't
Why? Because
he
his
wasn't
aggression
using
was
verbal.
towards someone and not towards the belts.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about the belt thing. I'm just talking about the whole, he tried to like he tried to steal the spotlight from Usyk, even though he lost. Like, I didn't like that. It seemed like he just couldn't stomach the loss. You feel what I'm saying? Like, okay, you beat me, you won, and Joshua, he had moments, he had a couple moments where I thought he could have capitalized on Usyk. A couple of them body shots, really slowed Usyk down. He just didn't jump on him, and I kind of think that's where he was sitting there like, damn man, if I had a chance to do it over again at that particular moment, I, you know, I'll probably be raising my hand and I'll probably be getting my belts back. But that little event after that, I don't think he really could just go ahead and be like, yeah, I lost to the better man. I'm gonna go on about my business. You feel me? So I think he really wanted to still be in the spotlight, and I think he just needs to get away from that. He needs to forget that that uh that he was a champion. Like he needs to get back on the grind of the guy that wants the belts. But that's really all. Yeah, man.
All right, champ. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Damn. Looks like we got to everybody, but now we got Fredo. What up? What up, champ?
Yo, what's up? What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Sensational.
Straight.
Hey, I called in a few weeks ago talking about AJ and how personally, I don't think his heart is in it anymore as what it used to be. There's an interview that I've seen. I just seen a clip on Instagram, but there was a little clip talking about his. Everybody's motive is the money. Motivation is the money. But as a boxer, I think he shouldn't be putting that out there. You know what I mean? But it just kind of backs what I'm thinking. That he's not really in it no more. How he used to be. So he can have another trainer, other people in his corner. But at the end of the day, if your heart ain't in it no more, that ain't really gonna do you no good. Yeah, he can win another championship if they guide him in the right path. But at the end of the day, can he beat Wilder? Can he beat Fury? Can he beat? You know what I'm saying? These are the two top guys of the heavyweight division. What are you just fighting to be in third place for the rest of your life? That's gonna be your rest of your career. You're just fighting to be in third place, and that's it. He's not. You don't really got nothing else to go for. He can't. He'll never be the number one. I don't think he can be. You know what I'm saying? So he's kind of, in my eyes, he's accepted that, and he's just fighting for the money now. He's not really in it like he used to be. Is what my idea is. What I think.
What's the difference between what he said and what Floyd did? Was Floyd not fighting for the money?
What's that? Yeah, but we never seen Floyd break down like that.
But why can't his motivation and Floyd's motivation be the same and do the same? Why for one guy it's a downfall because he's fighting for the money, but for the other guy, that's what made him great?
Because he's changed. Mayweather's always been Mayweather. He never broke down.
Oh, really? Really? I didn't know Mayweather. I didn't know Mayweather always fought for the money. I thought his name in the beginning was Pretty Boy, and he was fighting everybody.
Yeah, I'm saying, but he never.
So did Mayweather change too? Then Mayweather changed too.
Yeah, but how many times did he break down? How many times did he do that? He stays strong.
He don't gotta break down. He don't gotta break down. But he
exactly.
Was he?
Some
people would say he was in denial. Some people would say he was in denial. Some people had him losing the Castillo fight. But he kept saying he won. He kept saying he won. One person's belief is their own. All right, but there was a lot of people that thought he lost. So you saying one guy broke down. They both handled things the way that they handled things.
And that's why Mayweather.
Yeah, one guy definitely handled it a lot better than the other, but
they both were successful in their rematches.
That's why Mayweather.
We saw him snap because he wasn't successful in his rematch.
Well, he was successful in the Andy rematch.
Right, but that's not where he snapped, so that's not what he's talking about. Where he snapped was where he lost the rematch.
Yeah.
True.
And that's why Mayweather's TBE, because he's stayed mentally strong. He's a strong guy. We've seen him throughout his career, and it's a whole different character. It's a whole different person. That's all I'm saying. I'm not, what I'm saying. That's what I think. I don't think. At the end of the day, what's he fighting for? For third place?
If he fighting for a title, he ain't fighting for third place. I mean, even if it's third,
Like,
it still could be a
you
title.
fourth. We'll call it fourth because you got Usyk, you got Fury, and you got Wilder up there. 1, 2, 3. However you
Oh,
want to
so
put
he
those
could
guys.
still
In
be
my book, those
he
are
could
the
still
top
be a
3.
world champion.
Yeah, no, I get that. You know what I'm saying? I get that. Guys win world champions off of vacant belts. You know what I'm saying? I'm not world champion. They can do it. They just got to guide them in the right path. He's got the money behind him. He can get a championship fight. He can win a belt. He's got the money behind him. He's got the backing. Of course he can. I know that. But is he ever going to beat the 1, 2, or 3? Do you think? I don't think he can.
Yeah, I think we'll see how he looks under the tutelage of Derrick James.
I mean, are those fights ever gonna get made? You know what I mean? The 2 and the 3, when they gonna fight?
Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah, there's got to be more fights. They got to fight. But I'm just where I'm at is from what I've seen compared to these other guys. You know what I'm saying? From what I've seen compared to these other guys, I don't think he can hang with those top 3 guys. You know. But that's it. That's my opinion. That's what I think. You know, we all got our little opinions.
And you entitled to it, champ. Thank you for calling in and voicing it right here. We got Jonathan Sims. What up?
Knock, knock.
What up?
All right, that means you can hear me. All right, so first and foremost, thanks, Ness. Thanks, Danny, for the show. We appreciate your hard work, your passion, and we try to match that as Boxing Voice fans. So the verse of the day comes from Jeremiah 31:25. I will refresh the weary and satisfy the faint. How fitting. And the monkey wrench, the word of the day is bulwark. Any person or thriving or any person or thing giving strong support or encouragement in time of need, danger, or doubt. How fitting for today's call, right? So, first, I'm coming with the drama with this situation. For me, I'm happy for AJ that he's with Derrick, and it's mainly because I'm ready to see how the Derrick James supporters / Wilder supporters will react to this situation. And I hope AJ fights Wilder with Derrick James in his corner because there's a lot of fake people out there and a lot of fake supporters, and adversity shows you who is about what. For me, I'm rooting for Wilder, even though I love Derrick James as a trainer and as a person and what he's done for the boxing community. I support both men, but I've been with Wilder since the beginning. And I'm riding with him till the wheels fall off. Wilder could be fighting my son, and it'd be the best man win. Period. So that's where
They
I
beat
stand.
your son ass. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And Ness, you had mentioned that AJ needs confidence as far as his punch resistance, and I disagree with you. I think it's all in preparation, kind of like the tire drill when a fighter is scared to engage. Your preparation breeds your confidence. It's not the other way around. And I would also like if you would stop saying that Wilder needs to improve his stamina. That's not the solution. It's his defense. When he's engaging, he needs to protect himself
It's
better.
more than one thing. It's definitely his stamina too. You know what I'm saying?
No,
All
it's
right.
not, man. The dude is built like an action figure,
So
man.
he
Like,
ain't get
okay, so
tired. He don't get tired
he
in
went
fights.
12.
Does he
So
get
He went
tired in
12 rounds
fights?
with
so
Fury. The first
people with
fight,
muscles don't get tired now. Okay.
Cause
I
I
didn't
saw
say
him
he didn't
tire
get
out,
tired,
bro.
but I didn't say he didn't get tired. What I'm saying is, I don't think that's the issue for Fury. He went 12 rounds with Fury before. It's not his
Going
stamina.
12 rounds, bruh, you got to be Errol Spence and Frank Martin. That stamina, 1,000 punches in 12 rounds. That
First of
stamina
all, we're talking about heavyweights. So okay,
don't
fine. So
matter.
Wilder,
Don't matter.
it don't matter.
No,
Okay,
it don't.
even though
Output is output, brother. There's an average for heavyweights. There's an
I
average for
think I think
heavyweights,
I
and
think
there's an
the
average
fair
for
answer I
welterweights.
think the fair answer, instead of saying Wilder and Frank Martin 1,000 punches, you need to take what heavyweight throws a lot of punches and say that's the average. To compare him to a welterweight output is ridiculous. It's
Bruh.
just asinine.
All
But
right.
I don't think it's the stamina is the number one thing, it's his defense. He didn't need stamina all the way up until the 40 something fights. It was the weird Fury fight that now we want to say is stamina. It's his defense. He gets irresponsible at certain points when it comes to defense. That's all he needs to fix. That's it, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. But if y'all think his stamina is the only thing, I guess he'll now be in shape to take an ass whooping. I guess. But I think his stamina. And one thing I will say is, CYP, I'm with you on the energy thing. That's why me as a man, I try to show the utmost respect to any and everybody. Some of y'all look at it as being pussy, but I look at it like this: if we not in the ring and you trying to engage, the results for me is death. That's a win or a loss. So if you think twice about stepping to me, just know I'm not the toughest dude. I'm not the baddest dude. You know what I mean? But if we get into it, a win for me is death. So if you ain't trying to take it there, I advise you just keep your cool.
I hope
That's
you
my
live
call.
in a gun state talking like that. A stand your ground state, you know what I'm saying? A self defense state talking like that. Crazy. Looks like CYP with another counterpunch.
Yo, yo.
Yo, yo.
I feel like I got this goddamn background. Okay, listen. The funny thing is, people get real upset when I'm using myself first. I call myself alpha because I am. I didn't know I was until I was growing up and people started telling me. So it's just something I had to accept. But let's just say, when Muhammad Ali said he was the greatest, I don't think anybody says Muhammad Ali is not alpha. But he told you he was when he was 22 years old. Before, like right when he won his first, no, he said that before he even won his championship, how great he was. People was hating on him. It's just funny. I feel like Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor, they usually alphas only lose to other alphas when you think about it. Like, they don't need you to tell them shit. The fact that y'all think that you get to anoint the fucking alpha in the room is amazing to me. No, alpha do what the fuck he want to do. And you ain't gonna do shit about it. That's what makes him the alpha. If any of you think that telling me, oh, you alpha, you would have to say it. Nah, nigga. The reason I'm saying it is because I am alpha. Because I have the right to say it because you're not gonna do nothing about it. That's the difference. You're not gonna do nothing. Not in person. You're not even gonna call in and debate it. You're just gonna sit in the chat and type what I'm not. But you can ask them back car brothers. We get along for the most part, but sometimes we don't. Ask them and see CYP Alpha. Tell them the truth. They'll be like, yeah, he is. I can't lie. He is. He is. Ask anybody who know me. I don't play games with no one, dog. Nobody. Nobody. And I mean nobody. And it's not because I want to. I don't. Sometimes being alpha is hard because you don't know when to fucking be quiet. You don't know when to let something go. I got a child now, so I'm trying to be more calm. But my natural instinct is to rip your fucking head off. And I mean that. But I'm trying to calm down. I'm trying to be a better person. That's fact. I am. You ask Danny what kind of energy he got when he met me. If any of this shit is fake, you let me know. Ain't nothing fake about me. So when y'all, this isn't even about me. This is about y'all thinking that you have the right to tell a great man he ain't great, or tell him when he is great. That's not how greatness is built. Greatness is born. You don't get to determine who the fuck is who. Kobe should have told y'all that. Michael Jordan should have told y'all that. These dudes, you don't know who they are until you meet them, but you don't get to determine who's nothing. You don't get to determine how successful a man gonna be. You don't get to determine how long a man gonna live. You don't determine shit. Worry about your goddamn self before you run into one of them alphas and he punch you in your fucking mouth and embarrass you in front of your girl. And then he might fuck her. CYP out. Because girls love alphas.
Boxiana, you had to come behind that.
Make sure to unmute.
Boxiana. Boxiana. I hear nothing.
All right.
David Maldonado.
New York City.
Yo, Nestor Gibbs and Ringwalk Danny, what's good, man?
What up?
Yo, Danny, I heard you was talking yesterday about the crazy stuff going on with these balloons and all this explosions with the train tracks and all that. So they haven't contacted you. So that's a good sign then, right?
I ain't discussed that train incident. I'm gonna be honest. I'm surprised that ain't like the #1 story in America
Danny, I
right
agree
now.
with you, bro. I agree with you, bro, because, yo, this is more important than them freaking balloons. They always try to distract us with something right now. And pardon me for going off topic, but all due respect, I don't care about AJ. I don't care about the heavyweight division. That explosion is serious, bro, because that's contamination that's going into the air. That's toxins that's going into the water, and that water travels, bro. And it happened in a couple of places besides Ohio. So yo, man, that's crazy shit, man. God forbid China trying to knock
The
us out.
Last of Us, baby.
But
The Last of Us.
yeah, no, man. The Last of Us is crazy, man. But anyway, besides that, as far as boxing, Edgar Berlanga, you already know the deal because you made the show yesterday. And that's congratulations. You sound like you know your stuff as far as history. You was talking about Overcard. Well, you heard about Overcard, man, because usually you would say something crazy like, yo,
HBO.
who's Overcard? Yeah, Overcard was a very good fighter, bro. He came up under the Kronk gym. Trinidad fought him when he was undefeated. He fought everybody, bro. But he never became a world champion because of the era he was in. You know what I mean? That era was a crazy era to be a belt holder. Edgar Berlanga, it's tough, man. Everybody's lining him up for Canelo, and I'm not a Berlanga hater, but I call it how I see it. I don't think Edgar Berlanga beats Gabe Rosado or Shane Mosley Jr. So, like, who do you match him with first? And you really got to be careful with who you match him with, because I think Rosado and Mosley Jr. beats him. Like, who does he fight first? It can't be Danny Jacobs. I think Danny Jacobs beats him too, man.
Nah, I think he takes something lighter than Danny.
I think it's hard to make the Danny fight. Same manager. If
The
anybody
only
know,
guy I
if
can think
anybody
of,
knows the fighter, they it's the manager.
like one of the few fighters I could think of that I think Berlanga could beat, that been in there with some top guys, is the dude with the mustache. Forgot his
Spike
name.
O'Sullivan.
The dude with that fun. There
Spike.
you go. Yeah. That's somebody careful. You can take somebody like that, you know. But it's hard to match him, man. Like it's like they might as well just give him two easy fights and then cash him out with Canelo Alvarez. Put that in Madison Square Garden or LA somewhere, and let Canelo dust them off. Meanwhile, Benavidez and Caleb Plant, Charlo, and Andrade to have a little tournament going on, because I'm not sold on Benavidez just fighting Canelo coming off of a Plant win. I think he still needs some more wins, man. So Canelo needs some nemesis. You know, the only nemesis right now, legit, is Bivol. Canelo created Bivol as a nemesis, and now the winner of that Andrade, Charlo, Benavidez Plant situation, that could be another nemesis right there. Meanwhile, Canelo, he shouldn't even fight Bivol. He should just go handle his John Ryder and then dust off Edgar Berlanga and then fight the last man standing in that PBC tournament. And I'm also hearing that PBC Showtime is about to be under, and that those guys might end up going back to Golden Boy. You heard about that?
Negative. The real truth is that Espinoza seems to have gotten a fucking promotion.
Yeah, what that means? I mean, Showtime boxing continues?
Yeah.
Oh man, 'cause shit, if Showtime goes under, I'm canceling because my cable, because I got the old school shit. I got cable and Showtime. I would cancel HBO and Showtime if Showtime loses boxing, and then just re-up my DAZN contract, because I had canceled DAZN too. But I'm about to get back on DAZN now that Edgar Belanga's over there.
That's who got
Anyway,
you
man,
to
I'm at
come
work,
back.
man. I gotta get back, man.
All
Just
right.
a quick call, man. Y'all one.
Appreciate you rocking out, champ.
Yes, sir. Let's see who is next.
Who we got?
Buxiana, are you there? And she's not there. Let me see. We are back on Discord, but we're going to need her to call in. Looks like Arthur is on the line.
Yo,
What's up?
what do Ness? What do Danny?
What up?
I think it's a good move for AJ. I like that he's not training in the UK. You know what I'm saying? Get out of his comfort zone. Get around some other, top fighters that he respect. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Derrick James can teach some things. Feel like with AJ, I think it's just most sports, a lot of boxing is all mental, but feel like it just need to work on his mental, his stamina. I don't know how he can improve his stamina because he's just a naturally big guy like that. So I don't know how he can improve his stamina and just clean up his technique a little bit. I think Derrick James could do a good job of that. So yeah, I think like Carla said earlier, I think AJ will be a champion. He'll probably get a vacant belt or something like that. And it's crazy how the demographics of the show changed because when AJ was undefeated, he was the calls were like 40% AJ or 40% UK people. Now we rarely get UK people calling in.
Yeah.
But Wilder loses twice. Wilder fans still call in. AJ loses two, 3 times. You don't hear from him again. So that tell you who really got real friends. You know what I'm saying? So that's my call.
All right, all right. Yeah, I mean, I believe that comes from the AJ fans going so hard. It's hard to kind of, come back after you said so much craziness. What up, Buxiana?
Can y'all hear me now?
We
Yep.
hear you.
I
We
don't
hear
know, that
you.
shit don't be working. Okay, good morning. Shout out to y'all. I had a whole fucking spiel that I spent like 3 minutes talking because I thought y'all could hear me. But um it's a lot to unpack in those last two calls that were before CYP. I agree with the dude with AJ about the heart. I don't think AJ have the heart to do this shit anymore. And Derrick James is not a heart surgeon. He can give you what you need to try to make you better, but he cannot give you a heart. And every time, and I'm not gonna say it's more of heart or if I'm getting beat and I'm getting scared or I forget what I'm doing, because once AJ starts figuring out that he's getting beat, he reverts back to that same shit and it makes him look bad. So I don't know if Derrick James can fix that. He couldn't fix that in Marcus Brown. He tried to do it with Marcus Brown. Marcus Brown ended up the same fucking way, and now he ain't even fighting no more. So I don't want to say that Derrick James is some fucking musician. AJ might need to go down the yellow brick road and go see the damn wizard. When it comes to Wilder and this whole stamina thing, I'm not gonna necessarily say that Wilder has bad stamina. It has a part to play in it, but it's not all of that. Fury was unloading a whole lot of shit on him and it was making him tired. So I mean, he could work on it to get it better, but to me, he's just not that good. A lot of people guarantee on that one punch power with him, and I don't like that. To me, he's just not that good. So maybe him and AJ can work something out where they can both look like shit in the ring. I don't think Wilder can take a big punch anymore. And until he can show me that, maybe I'll have a little bit of faith. Until then, I feel how I feel, and he take a decent, nice punch, he's gonna get knocked out again. So he got the will and the power to stay up the feet, but that's just he got heart. So he can go in there and I'm gonna die out here and do this shit, but that don't mean he can take a punch. You know what I'm saying? Because he get rattled down on the road. So I don't know. That's my call. Share this shit with your friends. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you for calling. And before we get on, I'm going to make sure we got to all the super chats. If you want to call in, go ahead and request on Twitter Spaces and or
Yo,
Discord.
and I do want to remind everybody about our trip to London for the AJ Franklin fight. Thank you to Stage Front for the hospitality. And they are selling the hospitality packages, and I want to let everybody know. Unlike last time, this is actually very affordable.
How affordable?
You get tickets as cheap as 130 pounds, and
Okay.
that includes all your pre-fight hospitality.
Would 130 pounds get them to hang with us?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So then we should have a lot of people there.
Absolutely. The only, obviously, come main event time, we all just sit in different places.
Okay.
130-pound seat here, but pre-fight hospitality, the party they'll be able to be a part of and be there with us, and some very special guests. So that link is in our Instagram bio, so you can head on over there to the Boxing Voice, give us a follow, click that Linktree link, and it is on there. So you can head on over, get you a pair of tickets for the AJ Franklin hospitality package on behalf of Stagefront.
All right, all right, all right. Let's see what we got here. Looking like LV Slugger, $2 super chat says Wilder knockout AJ in Dominic Brazil fashion. All right. 954 Twig says, $5 super chat. I think Jokalov is more fair pick at the moment for who will take over the heavyweight division. I don't know how he gonna take over. They ain't giving that man no sort of publicity.
Step up.
He'll never be able to take over. Jarrett got that. Hergovich got that. Joe Joyce got that. Like those names are more prominent in the sport, or at least in that division. Drew, $2 super chat says Jay Donovan reports Tank just pled guilty to the hit and run. Funny how he didn't want to say that it. He also said it doesn't affect the fight because it would be sentencing after May, where the fight is April 15th. We got Drew back with another one. Says, laugh out loud. Alpha are too tough until Sigma is in the room. Okay. Let's see here. That looks like everybody. Nest GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. 12 o'clock from the Wynn Casino, where we will be discussing Josh Taylor, Teofimo, and their 8 days left of purse bid. Was it 10 or 15?
No, it was
either 10 or 15.
It was 10. It was
so
10.
They got 8 days left
Yes.
to come to an agreement, and we'll be discussing that from the Wynn Casino today. Catch us on the next one. Peace.
Ringwalk Danny, Nez GTO, the boxing voice, 12 p.m. Pacific, live from the Blue Wire studio. We out.